What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. Get on in here. Get on in here. What is up? Give you guys a chance to get up in here before I start yip yapping. In here. Check a couple things while we're waiting on some people. See if there's any. Get on in here. Nope, sure ain't. Gosh. Welcome. That is the weirdest thing. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, little bro? Quentin, Joseph, DTN, what's going on? Get on in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. For those of you new to the channel, welcome to the SMD family. Get on in here. I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. You're probably thinking, what's that? What's the debt matrix? The debt matrix is a place where everybody believes in finance and everything under the sun that goes down in value while it goes up with interest for the bank. And then they wonder why they're living paycheck to paycheck and can't figure out why. This is the place. You found it. It's not just me. Good morning or good afternoon, Mike. Get on in here. What I do is to get you out of the debt matrix. What I do is expose the glitches, what I call the glitches in the debt matrix. And the glitches are things that don't make mathematical sense, but yet people continue to do them. You know, like nobody gets a finance car on sale. You flip to the back of that 72-month financial paperwork. That's your sale price. But yet people will go around saying, oh, man, look, I got this car on sale. You're like, did you finance it? Yeah. No, you didn't. Nobody gets a finance car on sale. Nobody gets a finance house on sale. Nobody gets anything financed on sale. Nothing. But yet people continue to do that. Continue to do it and tell everybody, right? That's the glitch. It's like, why are you saying that if you know you didn't get it on sale? I don't know. Everybody else is saying it. That's the glitch. Okay. Classes in session. You're right, DTN. Classes in session. Now, today is Q&A Sundays. What is Q&A Sundays? It is anything that anybody wants to ask financially, personal finances only, especially during a time like this, okay? You can ask any personal finance question you wish. And don't worry about believing that, oh man, my question might be too dumb. No, don't think that, okay? No question is a dumb question, okay? No question is a dumb question. So how do I come to that conclusion, okay? Trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt, okay? You're not the only one. Trillions in student loan debt. You're not the only one. Trillions in car loan debt. You're not the only one. Trillions in credit card debt. You are not the only one messing up with money, okay? Now, today's Q&A Sunday is going to be a little special because, man, we're on lockdown, quarantine, okay? Oh, let me put this up there before I forget. Here's the link if you want to jump in. You can jump in during the session. You can jump in and interrupt me at any time you wish. What up, Zoik? Welcome. You can jump in and ask a question, or you can ask a question within the room. Sometimes I'll answer and other SMD family members will answer also, but it's totally up to you. Okay. So get on in here. We're almost 5 minutes in and we're just going to get started. Now from now on, Q&A Sundays will go on as long as you guys ask questions, okay? Because I'll be talking all week, man. I want to hear from you guys, your stories, Even you guys that have been debt free, what have you guys been experiencing out there? How does it feel during this coronavirus pandemic? How has your life changed? Because right now, a lot of people don't really understand that the world has changed forever. It's never going back to the way it was before this coronavirus thing. It's never going back. I know millions of people are saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to go back to normal." No, it's not. It's never going back to that ever. It's going to come back to a different version of it, but not to where it was before this coronavirus happened. Never. Okay, let me answer. DTN's got a question. DTN says, "Hey, Linnell, had a cousin that financed a 2012 Impala at $400 a month with a $1,000 down payment. He thought it was good. Yeah. You know, when you see that now, DTN, you got to remember he just didn't know. If he knew nobody gets a finance car on sale, he would have never did that in a million years. Like now that I'm financially free, when I think about financing a car, oh man, God, that sounds like I can't even imagine sitting down at a car lot right now. And it's going to happen when those stimulus checks come. Think how many people are going to going to take that money, go look for a car and put it as a down payment on a new car. Because these dealerships are kicking out these awesome sales, right? No money down, 0% financing for 84 months, deferred payments for 3-4 months. Ooh, that is just like putting tons of bait on the hook. They're just fattening up with turkey and steak on that hook, and then they're gonna bite it. Gotcha. What's up, Dave? I'm glad you joined. Did you get the alert, Dave? I hope you did. I saw your comment. DTN says from a buy. Oh God. From a buy here, pay here lot, and it got one of those chips that cut off the vehicle if he misses a payment. Okay, listen. If you got a car that they got a chip that will cut off your car if you don't make a payment, you are high risk. You are high risk. Okay? And if you got a chip in your car, guess what? I can only imagine your interest rate on your loan. Oh, it's got to be in the 20s, got to be high 20s, got to be. Those are all red flags. All red flags. God, that is just, honestly, man, I just hate to hear stuff like that. I do, because it's bad. Ooh, and you bet, watch out for all the watch for all the dealerships commercials, right? They know that stimulus check, they're wrapping up these commercials, and watch all these stimulus check commercials for all these for sale, this, furniture, that, cell phones, this, that. Oh my goodness. What's up, Dave? Welcome in here. Now today is about you guys. All personal finance questions answered mathematically. Dave says, no, I did as you said and subscribed again and the bell notification and still nothing. Just remember, because of our normal Sunday chat. Damn. I don't get what's going on here. And that is irritating the crap out of me. And I've been searching the internet, man. I've been searching. I've been like, what is the deal? How come this notifications are not going out? That is so irritating. Something has changed, man. And I cannot figure it out. I don't know what is going on. That is so irritating. Oh well. Shoot. Dave says, I used to work for an auto finance company. I can tell y'all some horror stories. Hey, now, I got the notification via email and YouTube. See, why is it? See, if it was nobody, I would think immediately it was me. But some people get it and some people don't. So I don't. And Dave got both. Patrick says they're trying to shut you down, big bro. I don't, man. I wonder that. I ain't doing nothing that's bad. But something, my algorithm did change. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Not sure. But see, look, bro. They've got both the notification via email and via YouTube. So I don't get it. But there's different kind of notifications, like what? Because I'm thinking when you go to your home screen on your YouTube, usually on a left-hand side under your subscription list, I'm supposed to be at the top with that red live symbol on there, so people will know I'm on live when they look to the left, but it's not popping up there. So I don't know what's going on. Dave Bourne says, past the auto dealerships on my route to work, they had 0% 80 month, 0% 80 month, no money down deal. Look at that. Ooh, just traps. Here's the shovel. Here's a shovel, you guys. Hey, come on. Free shovels. Come on, free shovels. DTN says, hey, Linnell, do you think math will still be the same after the coronavirus pandemic? Math will always be the same. Math is timeless. Math is timeless. That's why every video I make right now with you guys, my videos will withstand the test of time, no matter how old they get. DTN says 0% for 84 months. Yep. That is a financial death sentence. Dave Bourne says, I'm going to try to log out of YouTube and log back in and check. I have all notification on. Okay. I appreciate that, man. Cause I don't know. I'm not getting it. I don't know. Dave Sincere says, my notification on YouTube is in my inbox. Hey, Dave, can you do me a favor, man? Can you look, if you're on your home screen, I'm not sure if you're on your phone or computer. All right. Now, if you're on your computer, see if I am in your subscription list on the left-hand side with that red little symbol to show that I'm live. My notification on YouTube is in my inbox. Okay. Man. Oh, that's so irritating, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's irritating. Wow. I don't know. I cannot see it. Why it's doing that? Yep. I can't do anything about it right now at the moment. All right. Anyway, again, this is about you guys. Okay. Any personal finance question, if you're like most people right now that are just completely panicking, don't know what's going to happen, the future looks bleak, you don't know when you're going to go back to work, you lost your job, you're laid off, man, I'm telling you, this right now, there is a way out. There is. I promise you, there is. You just got to focus in on yourself. You got to unplug from all the panic people on the internet. Because if you watch the news and then you look at your timeline on your social media, and then you look at all the jokes, and then you look at everybody's doing this and that, hey, unplug, walk out in the backyard, don't turn on any music, don't close the back door at all, close the back door to your house, and just hear the silence. Okay, silence will tell you a million things what to do. Okay. Dave says, okay, you're not showing up in my subscription, though. Yeah, I got an email and YouTube inbox, but nothing's showing up in my. And see, that's the problem. Hyphy's been telling me that. And I can't. I don't know why I'm not showing up in the subscription list. It doesn't make any sense as I'm on live. Now, I know when I look at the details, when I edit the details of my video, now, I don't know if you guys know much about YouTube, but if you look at the details of a video, scroll to the bottom, hit on more options, video details, more options. At the bottom, there is a area there that you can publish to the subscribers feed and follow notification to subscribe and allow notifications to subscribers, right? But that doesn't pop up until my actual live video is published. But while I'm on live, I have no option to put that in there. It's not even there for me to check. That's what's irritating right now. Because I'm looking right now and I'm going to that area, and that's not even an option to say, hey, notify all the people. I wonder. I'm thinking, I wonder if I go regular live and see if it's there. No, I think I already tried that. Oh, this is so irritating. Why would it change? I've been doing this for the longest with StreamYard. Now it's not working. DTN says job opportunities may surge back up after this corona thing passes. Hey, DTN, this is not going to change until nobody's going back to, trust me, nobody's going back to work until January of 2021. Okay, that's not happening. Forget about the rest of the school year. That's done. Okay, the starting of the next school year. That's done. That's not happening. That's not happening either. Lottery Guru says, LJ, I was one number away from winning 100K for the second time in Massachusetts lottery last night. I feel something good is coming my way for 2020. Wow, one number away. Hey, something's there. Something's coming. You said for the second time. Dang. Okay. All right. Dave says, just check on my computer. I still get no notifications and no red button by your name saying you're live. All my other live followers channels are showing. Oh my goodness. I swear that sounds like a conspiracy, man. I don't know. Why am I not showing up? This is really irritating. That's a big problem. That is a very big problem. Yeah, there's no, I don't know why I don't have an option down there at the bottom to do it before I go live. That doesn't make sense. I'm checking the details of the video at the live video right now that we're on, and it just doesn't have the option to even do anything. Okay. Well, we got 16 people in here so far, so for now, I'm gonna have to just deal with it for now, man. Let me see. Maybe let me check my settings of the actual StreamYard. Guest must authenticate. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Man, no alert. NC Biggs, no alert. This is really irritating, people. I should have did some more testing before just to see something. But I don't know what, honestly, I don't know what makes my live any different than anybody else's live. I think something's going on. TTN says, Linnell, YouTube algorithm don't want us to learn this debt free. Hey, that's probably true. That's probably true, bro. Oh, so you thought dropping gems was going to be easy? I know, right? Right? I know. I really got to check. I'm gonna do a direct live and check these. I should have did that before we even started this session, but anyway, let's talk about what's going on. All right, we're gonna stay on as long as you guys to ask questions of any personal finance questions you wish. If you're new to the channel, I have dropped the link in there if you want to join the session. Here it is again. Joseph says, LJ, the movie Big Short was very informative. I don't know how oh yeah, that was a good movie, man. It's only going to make sense to people that understand what that really means, because if you suggest that movie to the average person, they're not going to know what in the world that dude is talking about. He must be a super magnificent genius or something, and he's not. He's just a regular person that believing in mathematics, Hey, wait a minute. Everybody is getting houses even if they don't have a job. Okay, that was bound to blow up. That's like giveaway. Okay. Any personal finance questions answered here? Especially if you're in panic mode right now, because if you're in panic mode, you don't know which way to go. I mean, this is life-threatening illness, right? This will kill you, right? But at the same time, if you look at the flu last year killed thousands of people, right? And other little diseases, cancer and all that, but this one's different and it's new, and they're making a big deal about it too. It is a big deal, not making a big deal. It is a big deal. If you're new to the channel, don't be shy. This is the SMD family where no question is a dumb question, and nobody's going to talk bad about you or make you feel bad for asking a question. DTN says, make sure the bell is on and hoping y'all will receiving all the notifications. I think, you know what, DTN, I don't think the notification is itself is the problem. I just think it's that subscription list thing. It's not populating in people's subscription list. I don't know why it's not. Why is it refusing to do that for people? I don't get it. Dave says, down to my last 14,000 on my credit card. Should I pay it off, consolidate, or use my get out of jail free card and file Chapter 7? $14,000, I would not file Chapter 7. But right now, at the moment, Dave, I would keep my money. Okay? I would be keeping my money. Now, I know you're thinking, man, if I don't pay my credit card, my credit's going to be shot. Just pay the minimum payment on the credit card. If you got $14,000 left, you can pay the minimum payment on there to keep your credit good. But pay off the $14,000 right now? No, sir. Wouldn't be doing any of that. Nope. You need to call right now. You can call your credit card company and have a few months of that interest waived right now, and you won't be getting charged interest. But right now, cashola is king. You need that cash. Keep that cash. Right now is the time you got to have some money. The whole world is changing. It has not changing. It has changed. And we're just in the beginning of it. This is just the start. Everybody's, hey man, you get on social media. Hey everybody, man, I can't wait till things get back to normal. What normal? What normal are you talking about? It's never going back to that. Those days are done. Those days are done. All the financial fakers filtered. Think of a gigantic sifter going across the United States. All the fakers are going to fall right through. See ya. Never to return. It's going to take, you know how long it's going to take for those financial fakers to recover from this? This hasn't even started yet. 2021 is the minimum. And even if the president said, "Hey, it's okay, it's okay for people to go back to work now before the vaccine," you may go back to work with a life-killing illness floating around there. No, only slaves do that. I'm not doing any of that. Nope. But then, if you're a person at a job that's your job and trying to get rid of you, guess what? You're not going back to that job. This is their chance to get rid of you. Everything changes. Everything has changed. DTN says, "Hey, Linnell, so what should one do if they lost their job and does not have 6 months to a year savings? Should they survive off credit cards and loans, or should they just try to look for job opportunities?" That's a good question, DTN. Okay, and I'm gonna break that. I'm gonna break that up in pieces. Okay. If they lost their job, they don't have to worry about losing their house. They don't have to worry about losing their car. Definitely don't worry about your credit. Okay, don't worry about any of that, because if you stop making your car payments, there's nobody at work. Nobody's coming to pick your car up anytime soon. You'll be able to keep that bad boy to 2021. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, all right. If you ain't got the savings, don't even worry about it. Whatever money you're getting, hang on to it right now. Hang on to it. Okay. If you didn't have the 6 months savings right now, it's too late. If you have a credit card, keep it. You better use it. You better use that credit card, because you ain't got no choice. And should they survive off credit cards? Yep, they ain't got no choice. But you got to remember, DTN, people in debt have no choice but to survive off of borrowed money. Okay, whatever that's, a loan or a freaking credit card, whatever. They ain't got no choice. Now, look for a job. There are no jobs except remote jobs. And then even remote jobs, you got to be careful now, because scammers are going to use that. They're going to know everybody needs a remote job, because there are no physical jobs. There are hardly any physical jobs to go to. Okay, there's hardly any. So you got to, but right now the real choice is, right now you can create anything. You can create and be the person you want to be right now. Right now you can. Right from the comforts of your own home. Just the way I'm doing it right now, you can do it too. Oh, I see you, Johnny. 1 second. I didn't see you jump in there real quick. 1 second. You can be anybody you want to be right now. Hold on. You there, Johnny?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hold on just a second. Make sure it's me. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, man. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad, man.
All
Not
right.
too bad. Hey, I had a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just a moment ago, you were talking about holding on to cash
Mm-hmm.
versus paying off things. Now, with that being said, are you speaking to two different groups of people?
That's a good question. I like that.
All right.
Okay. You're starting to,
Okay.
okay. Okay, go ahead.
And
Go
the
ahead.
reason I'm saying that, okay, so I wonder now, is that statement more so meant for those who are in debt and versus those who are out of debt?
I'm glad you said that. That statement is more for people in debt.
Okay.
All right, because they really have no choice. They have no money.
Right. So let's throw out a hypothetical
Mm-hmm.
situation. You have an
Mm-hmm.
individual who's working from home now, so
Mm-hmm.
they're still getting paid. They still have things that they're financing. Now they have the opportunity to continue to keep paying on the items that they're financing, um, or they can start stacking up money.
Mm-hmm.
Your, your suggestion.
All right. Like, say for example, if they had a car payment. All
Okay.
right. This is what I suggest people do. I suggest they check the value of that car
Hmm.
and then go check the balance of that car. If they are
Okay.
upside down in that car, bad,
Yes.
I say stop paying on it.
Okay.
No point in paying on it. as far as making payments on the car, if they're in good standing and say like they're not upside down in the car, I would continue paying on
Hmm.
it. If you're making
Okay.
money still, but you got to remember those certain people that are still may still be working. If they're doing
Hmm.
remotely and that's not going to change, I
Right.
would keep on going paying off my debt if you don't see it changing. But if hours are starting to get cut, uh you can see things change because things are not going to go back to quote normal at least to 2021. That is
Yeah,
not nothing's changing.
I'm agreeing with you on that one.
Mhm.
I'm definitely agreeing with you on that.
Yeah, it definitely ain't changing. You could forget about school next year for kids. That's not happening. That's done. Tons of restaurants are going to be closed, all that. But anyway, back to the question. Uh, I would say if your remote job is solid, continue to pay off that debt. Because right now, let's flip the script. If you have student loans right now, student loan interest is frozen. So right now is the best time to pay off student loans if you got the money.
Now, I'll be glad when they're gonna do this thing with home loans.
What about it?
Now, so I'll be glad when they do that with home loans.
Oh, freeze the interest?
Oh yeah.
I know they put back. I saw some big banks in California push back the mortgage payments, but they're just pushing them
Okay.
back to the end of the loan. They're just saying, "Hey, we'll waive interest and penalties for 3 months or
Mhm.
whatever they're pushing for." But they're just putting those
But not,
payments back to the end of the mortgage.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
right now,
the,
also, I would suggest people with money if they have uh, equity in the house, I would suggest
yes.
refinancing their house and paying off their student loans. Only if they can get a refinance if it's fixed, not
Hmm.
arm, not arm.
Yeah, I just had mine refinanced due to a government program through the VA. So mine went down a whole interest point. But you know what? I would before I said yes, I went through. I ran the numbers with these guys like 2 or 3 times because I watched a
Mhm,
few things that you put out.
mhm,
And finally, my aunt who's she's a previous IRS person, she helped me out. We sat down and we did it based on the numbers. But I was able to at least talk these guys down on some of these fees. Like, hey, look, until you get rid of this fee and that fee, I'm not doing this with you. I know you want my business, but
mhm.
we're going to. I mean, you're going to make it worth my while now.
What type of mortgage do you have?
Mine is a VA.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
And I know you're not a fan of the VAs because I went through trying to see about doing a conventional loan. I'm still doing the research on that, but because this unique program that they did was only to vet for veterans, I had to call the VA up myself to verify, like, hey, is this thing really real? Because I didn't want to get caught in some scam. Like, nope, this is a real program. It's on because I was getting letters like every day coming in.
No,
So,
and I want to be clear with the mortgage stuff.
mhm,
I'm against any loan, any mortgage loan less than the best one in the United States of America.
mhm.
Okay, anything less than the best is
Okay,
subprime. All
okay,
right,
all right.
because it's like you got to just like you already know that you're going to pay more for the house with a mortgage. Period. All right, you were
Right.
already right off the bat, right? And why
Mhm.
would you settle for anything less than the best? That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Hmm. So, but right now things are going good. So because I kept asking them, I'm looking like, okay, so my payments will go down X number of dollars. I'm like, I still got to pay on the back end because I'm like, look, what I'm paying on the back end, is this worth what I'm saving on the front end? Um,
On you talking about the mortgage?
right. That, that,
Uh-huh.
that was my whole negotiation factor with the actual company who was trying to do the refinance. And they were going to save me $200 a month, which I mean, sounds great up front, but it's going to cost me. They were trying to get me. They were saying it's gonna be like 5,000. Ended up being like 9. I said, okay,
Mm, mm,
let's go back down around that 5,000 range.
mhm.
That number sounds good.
Did you refinance at 30 years?
I was already in 30, but
Mhm.
I'm working to pay my house off in about 15 to 20. So
Okay.
I overpay every single month.
Mhm.
I do my standard payment, then I do an extra just on the principal.
Now you're lucky. Are
But
you lucky to work from home?
yeah, because my I work in the university system, so
Okay,
I can do in the building, home. But
gotcha.
I did have something I want to talk to you about.
Hmm.
I had a student, I was one of my students I was working with was getting ready to graduate. And at the end of the term, there's this financial aid sheet they have to go through on this computer program. So the young lady,
Mhm,
she had some issues she didn't understand. So I'm sitting there with her going through this thing, and it's talking about,
mhm,
okay, how we're going to set up your student loans to pay them back once you graduate.
mhm,
And it gave them several payment options.
mhm,
Now, I tell my students, once you get your job, start paying your student loans off. Don't do
mhm,
anything. Don't finance. Well, as we're going through and reading this thing, it goes down and it gives her the first one, which is you pay $250 a month. It's going to take you 10 years to pay it back. I'm like,
mhm,
not a real smart choice, but
mhm,
I said, and I'm looking at a bunch of others, and the payment goes lower and lower. I said, look, okay, just pick one for now. You can always change these later.
mhm.
But as we go through the screen, there's a part that says if you want to pay your student loans off sooner, it said, oh, I'm sorry, no, it said to lower your balance. There's a button that says, please check here to pay on the interest.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
And I was
mm,
like,
mm,
and my eyes got big,
mm,
man. I'm like, whatever you do, do not click that.
mm. Do not click that. Ooh,
Because
goodness gracious.
because I'm like, okay, wait a minute, where's the button say to pay on the principal? It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. No.
No, and I remember the story that you told
Mhm.
about when you were paying extra, and that extra money was going to the interest, not
Correct.
the principal.
Automatically. You got to call them and tell them to put it to principal.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's legal, but I guess it is in their world.
So to make the story even more interesting, I run down to the finance department. I said, "Hey," I talked to one of the guys down there, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I got a quick question for you. I need you to explain this to me."
Mm.
And he pretty much he starts kind of like backpedaling a little bit. Well, we at the school, we don't really make the loans. They're through a company.
Yeah, they don't know nothing. They just know
Yeah,
they just know the script in front of them. That's it.
right.
Hmm.
I'm like, do you realize what you're doing for these students here? Yeah,
It's a business. My rule of
yeah,
thumb is this: when kids ask me, "Hey, man, how long should I take me to pay off my student loans?" I say it like this: if you went to college for 4 years, give yourself 4 years to pay it off. That's
right.
anything over a day over 4 years, you're going in the red even further. Period.
Uh, it was interesting to see it from that side,
I
'cause,
bet.
and you know, when I have class, and I normally talk with and I teach my program, but I try to incorporate what they're going to do after they graduate, how to
Hmm.
pay off this stuff.
Hmm.
And it's just
They don't really,
wow, man.
they really, I mean, that's not really discussed. Plus, I know during that grace period when they graduate to where they start paying, I know right there in the
Yeah.
grace period, if they refinance their loans or consolidate them within that window, it's the lowest possible interest rate, right? And
Okay.
anything past that window, this is back in my day, so I don't know if it's still the same. Don't quote me on there, but I know within that window time span is the lowest interest rate right there. But anything past that window is going to be more
Mhm.
interest rate. But they need to, I think kids need to understand that if somebody says to them, hey, if you don't pay this off, you're going to be paying them till you're dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just say it to them like that. I think they would understand it a little more. And then they would ask their parents or people around, hey, mom, dad, you guys still have your student loans? Yeah. They're older than me. Yeah. Don't take financial advice from your parents if they got 20-year-old student loans,
No.
you know?
Mm-mm.
So yeah. So that's what
Man.
I tell a lot of kids. But because if you
Okay.
get out there in the world, they don't I don't want kids to think that it's normal to carry student loans all your life, because that's a lot of people believe it's normal.
Yeah, they really do.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. But that's all I really had, man. Hey, I really
Okay.
appreciate it, all the work that you do. I was hoping, I was really wanting to speak to you on that student loan thing, though. That was the one, man.
Cool, man.
You
So
want me
how's
to
it
tell you
going
about
for
it?
you right now? Are you weathering through the quarantine and all that stuff? How's it
I'm
going for
wondering,
you?
I've been in here working all this week doing stuff, and yesterday, I don't know why, I just had like this crazy urge. I had to get outside,
That's good.
and
That's a good
I went
thing.
out. I mean, I've been going out walking every day when I'm not working, but
Hmm.
I had to do something physical.
Yes.
So I went in my backyard. I started raking leaves, which I
Good.
hate. I hate yard work. But
but
yesterday, I
but it was cool yesterday. It was cool yesterday though, huh?
yeah, I raked some leaves, and then I went for like a 3.5 mile walk.
Nice. No, man, that's
Yeah, it's like
and trust me, that's a good thing because that's what I do, man. I unplug from everything. I get out into nature. I don't even have no headsets on, no music. I want to hear the birds, watch the ducks, and just unplug from everybody and everything, and it resets me.
okay,
So that's a
okay.
good thing, man. Good job.
All right. Hey, do you listen to the Black Brain Trust by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay, you might want to check them out because they deal in a lot of fine. It's more so tech side stuff, and I know you're a tech guy, so you can
Yeah.
definitely have a lot in common. But also they do dealing with some global financial stuff as
Okay,
well.
Yeah, I think I went to them once,
Okay,
and I got Black Brain Trust. I'm writing it down just to see.
okay,
Go check out their channel, see if they jump on, see what type of financial
yeah.
stuff they talking about. But I'm more,
All right.
as you know, I'm more like
Your person.
huh? Yeah, I'm personal. And I try to I try to stay away from investing outside of themselves because people think they can do it while having no money.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I have to be very careful when I listen to people talking about investing because I got to see if they're in debt first. Because if they're in debt, none of their numbers will ever make sense. They can. That's mathematically impossible. Any numbers they get, oh man, I'm investing in this. I'm getting this type of return. And if I say, hey, you in debt and you got 20-year-old student loans, those numbers are irrelevant. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I'm just
Yeah.
very careful with that. Not saying that those guys are not debt free or whatever, but I'm just very
Right.
careful with financial advice. I always got to ask that question first if they're in debt or not,
Hmm.
because you can't
Okay.
invest negative
Okay.
dollars. That's impossible.
Right. So, all right. So I'm gonna throw one more situation
No,
at
you
you.
got to take your time, man. No rush. No rush. This is you
This
guys.
is
This day
actually
is for you guys. This day is for you guys.
yeah. So, got a guy I know,
Hmm.
Chud. Now he has. Let me see. No student loan debt.
Hmm.
No car debt currently. Now I think he may have some old debt that may have finally dropped off his credit or what have you.
Hmm.
But he gets a like a little small little pension
Hmm.
that he's currently getting. So and he lives in an apartment at a reduced rate.
Hmm.
So his positive cash flow is roughly about $900, nine
Hmm.
hundred dollars.
Hmm.
Okay, where does someone like that go forward? Oh,
I would have to first see how much debt he's in.
okay, well, like as far as I understand, I mean, there's no the only like he owes like an old utility bill type debt.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah, no credit cards, no student loans, no card because he
okay.
pretty much doesn't even have a car.
If it's old, he could just,
Old,
especially right
yeah.
now. Okay, debt collectors will take anything they can get. So if that debt, say like that debt was $100, he can
Right.
call and offer him 20
Okay.
to say, hey, if I pay you this $20, are you going to take that off my debt? Because all that fall off credit stuff, that only people in debt say things like that. Hey, that's going to
Okay.
fall off. Okay, all right, person in debt. That's not true.
Okay.
But right now, and anybody listening right now is the time to pay off collections. They are begging for money, begging, because nobody's giving anybody in collections money right now. But if you got
Hmm.
the money to settle it for pennies on the dollar, that's what you do.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They'll take anything.
All right. Hey, I'll let him know that because I've been trying to get him to listen to your channel for the longest.
You can lead them to
I know.
water. You can lead them to the water.
Right. Well, I mean, he did in the beginning, but he was saying he's already doing. His whole premise is that he's already doing what you say. Pretty much he keeps his expenditures very, very low.
Mhm.
He lives way below his means.
But he has collections.
Well, and at least one thing I'm sure that he has a collection on, and I'm not sure if they've really
Right.
come after him. Yeah. Well,
Regardless of who, if they come after him or
yeah.
not, it doesn't, because people
Yeah.
realize that some people think that I'll just ignore it.
Hmm.
It'll fall off, but they don't realize that they're paying for that thing to be on there because they're paying higher interest rates and everything else that they finance.
Well, right. I know he's not like I said. Yeah, he's not financing anything because he ended up was like dang near homeless at one point. So a lot of the
Mm.
stuff kind of like just fell by the wayside.
Hmm.
Now he's brought himself back up.
Okay.
Yeah, at a reasonable level.
Yeah. I mean, right now, man, anybody, this is a moment where you can be whatever you want to be. I mean, I talk about the debt stuff, but at the same time, right now, also, you can be anything you want to be right now. Right now is a time for a person to think like, damn, do I really like doing what I'm doing? Do I really like living here? Who am I without this job title? This is really a time to think.
Right.
Change your whole life in
Well,
every way. Yeah.
I mean, right now, this is going to probably end up being our new normal at some point.
Yes. Yeah.
And, you know, what's interesting is I see some of these jobs will not be coming back.
Nope. Gone.
Right. You know, when I was in the military, we had this, we were doing what was called the great downsizing back in the 90s and in the early 2000s. And what we would have these folks from this office called Manpower. They would literally come into your office and they would watch you work for like a week.
What?
And yeah, so the
Like
premise
literally?
of this, literally, yes, they would
Wow.
come in there for
Okay.
1 to 2 weeks, and what they would do is they would see how much work you actually did and how many people it truly required, and they knew how many would actually cut out. So okay, if we got to produce X number of things or what have you in this office, well, I see right now you have a staff of 8 people, but I notice only 4 of them are actually working full time, and you still produce that number. So really, you need 4 people. So these companies out here, they're gonna probably figure this out now. Like, how much staff do I need to really do to generate the
Oh
same
yeah.
level of
Oh,
income?
you're right. You're right. Now that these jobs have been forced to have people work remotely, they're going to be like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
we can rethink this. Wait a minute, we get
right.
X amount of work done, and some people at
Yeah,
home, we can get rid of the people that we wanted to get rid of for a long time. We just didn't know how. Now is the
they know
moment
how.
the moment he is here for business restructuring because of Corona.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, I actually realized something. I'm actually doing more work at home than I am back in the office.
Oh,
I'm actually
really?
working more days. Yeah, I'm
Why is
actually
that?
working right
Why do you feel or doing? Why do you feel like it's that way?
now. Because right now I can do work at any point in time, and like during the week I was trying to get things done. You know, the last 2 weeks was more so the transition part. So I was really working hard. You know, trying to funnel things out, making phone calls, trying to speak with other folks from the office, so we all on the same sheet of music. So we're still kind of going through that transition piece. So we're working harder now than we ever did back in the office, and we're constantly having to get together on weekends because we still didn't get stuff figured out during the week.
Right now, you mean?
And well, yesterday we were. Today is kind of like my somewhat relaxed day. I got a little bit. I'm gonna put in about 2 to 3 hours and call it a day. But with everybody on the internet, connections are slower. A lot of
It
the
sure is. Yeah.
and we're dealing with different software that we're not used to dealing with. For those who are not very tech savvy, I spend a lot of time helping them.
Are you salary or hourly?
I am salary.
Now, are you required to work when you had to go into the office? Were you required to work on weekends then?
I would do 4 weekends out of a year. We had special projects that I had to be in because
Gotcha.
I'm one of just the nature of the business.
Okay.
But here's we still had to clock in though, even though we're salary people.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to clock in now still?
No, because our entire somehow we had a network outage and it's like it screwed everything up. So luckily, the email went down and a bunch of things in the office went down, which connected them, which basically took out a lot of the internal systems. So they're rebuilding those now, but all of the employees, pretty much all the salary ones are good to go. The hourly ones, they're having to keep track of theirs.
So tell me this, like right now that you guys are remote, can you tell who's gonna be bye-bye and who's staying? Can you tell this right now?
Well, I know nobody. My department is good,
Okay.
just because of the nature of what we teach. So
I
we're
mean,
good on
even
that.
even people in your department, because you always know 1 or 2 be slacking. You know what I'm saying?
Now, well, like for me, I'm in a small shop, less than 5
Gotcha.
people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now
Okay.
the other department. See, you know what it is? It's gonna be those hourly folks who work like an admin. They gonna probably end up getting. I could
Yeah.
see maybe one or two of them getting streamlined.
Right. Right. Right.
But you know what I suspect is that once they find a way to automate those processes, that's
Yes.
when they're gone.
Oh yeah, that's happening right now. You better believe they're
Yeah,
brainstorming right now because they got to save the
yeah,
company. They got to do
yeah.
whatever they need to do to save the company, and they are trimming the fat. Believe that.
So, like with this stimulus package, and I think I asked you about this once before, was the
Mhm.
thing called UBI.
Okay.
Yeah, the Universal Basic Income. And I was just listening to the Brain Trust. They were doing a chat on the UBI versus the stimulus package
Hmm.
and which one is actually more cost effective.
Hmm.
hmm And, you know, the UBI would most likely be more cost effective long term.
I got to look that up again. UBI.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
UBI.
Because basically, so imagine that if you have a company and you fire 50% of your workforce and replace that with robots and computers.
Hmm.
Now you place a tax on the robot, you know, on the profit, and that's what you use to fund the UBI.
A tax on the robot.
hmm
A tax for having the robot?
exactly. Yeah.
For they're taxing the company for having the robot.
Yes.
But
And that's how
it'll
you fund.
basically be less than having an actual employee. Still.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, so they still get that money. Got it. Okay, so
Mhm.
because they wouldn't get anything from if they didn't tax the robot, they wouldn't get any money from. That'd be
Not from the
100%
company.
profit for the company.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay, I got to look that up.
Right, because you know the stimulus package that they're talking about getting, you know, for the well, I mean, I don't know what it really will cover because I mean that was one of the reasons I actually was going to call you. Like, what do you suggest using it for? I mean, you know, obviously bills, food. Try to, you know, investing right now is probably not even worth it.
No, investing is not worth it. Investing in yourself, like for
Yeah.
example, that stimulus check, it's different for people who are. It counts on if you're debt or you're debt free. It really counts on it.
Right now.
Yeah,
So
right now.
based upon on the numbers, I don't think I'll be getting anything, or I may if I do, it'll be a very small one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and like you said, if you make, because I know it's a certain amount of money. If you make a certain amount, you only get this and that and da da da, right? But
Yeah.
if you're like I said, if you got a job and you got that little bit of money coming in and you pretty solid on your remote job, I would just put it towards debt.
Yeah.
Like right now,
That's right.
I'd call the credit card companies, hey, waive that interest. That way that
hmm
stops. Take all the advantage of all the things that are being offered to everybody, right?
Right.
But the majority, those things offered to the majority who are in debt is just to help them feel better, right? But
Yeah.
if you're not in debt, that's actually is better for you. Because people in debt, they usually, oh man, I don't have to pay my student loans for 6 months. Now I got extra money to spend on whatever. That's how people in debt think,
Right. Which is
and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
okay. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna hop back up on this stuff here. Thank you, sir. I
All
appreciate
right,
everything you do.
all
All
right,
right.
appreciate it, sir. I'm glad you jumped in and asked the
No
question.
problem.
Thank you for
Okay.
participating, man. Like I said, I want Q&A Sundays to be about you guys to ask any questions, man. So more people ask, the
Okay.
longer we go.
All right. If I think of anything else, I'll hop back on.
Yeah, hop back on. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care now.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
That was good. Shout out to Mike Rurambo for the donation. Much appreciated, sir, as always. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Need that money right now. Coronavirus. Especially in that, you know, it's especially appreciative in times like these. You know what I'm saying? And so I really do appreciate that. Because right now, every dollar counts, you know. A lot of Guru says, LJ, was this what Robert Kiyosaki was talking about the whole time? A second recession? Yes. When you're out of debt, you can tell Robert, nobody could have predicted the coronavirus. Okay. The coronavirus just adds to the recession that was already coming. It was coming. It was already coming, but the coronavirus accelerated tenfold. All right. This is nobody could have predicted. This has changed the world. It has completely changed the world. It is never going back to the way it was before. Anybody you hear talking about, oh man, I can't wait till things get back to normal. You always think of this. Always think of that scene on the Titanic movie where the band is playing the music as the Titanic goes down. People are staring at the music players like, hey, the ship's going down. Nah, man, I'm focusing in on the music. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. It's never going back. This has changed forever. Dave Bourne says, I'm here in NYC. Oh, yeah, you got to stay there too. You can't leave, right? The lockup here is serious. The city may be locked down for another month. Everything is shut for at least another 2 weeks, longer than that. Think about it this way, Dave. Unless the cure for the coronavirus comes out, nothing's going to change. You know, when they put 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if they said, hey, nothing, you guys are going to be locked down to December, can you imagine the panic in New York City? If they told everybody that it's not going to change at least till January of 2021, that would cause straight up panic. Martial law would have to happen if they told them that. But all people got to do is think about it. Even if they came up with a cure today, say like Trump got on TV and said, hey, we just got the coronavirus. We got the vaccine for the coronavirus today. That means it has to get sent out to everybody in the United States of America. You know how long that would take? Nothing's changing in 2 weeks. Nothing. Dave says, I just went and took some cash out the bank and decided to hold off on making payments to credit cards. That's exactly what I would do. It counts on your financial situation too. If you're in debt, you might as well stop trying to pay off debt right now. You might as well stop. Might as well stop. Because this is what I suggest people do. Right now, the stimulus checks are coming. All right. There's not going to be some crazy run on the banks to get money. But if you ain't got no money, you got some money in the bank right now. I would suggest going to get the money out of the bank right now while people still have these stimulus checks, because when that stimulus check money runs out, guess what? They're going to make a run for the banks. I better go get this money that I have in the bank or whatever. And then when they go to the banks are going to be depleted of the 10% cash reserves that they have. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to call in all those loans, lines of credit, any other loans. They're going to call them all in. If they do that, click clack. You better. That's all I'm saying about that. Dave says, when you call them to pay on principal, some of them will act dumb. They sure will. Student loans, when I was paying off my student loans, I had to actually call them and tell them to put the extra amount on principal. I asked the lady at the lady on the phone, I said, who in the world pays extra on their student loans so you can put it on interest? Sorry, sir, that's just the way it is. But now that you've told us, we'll put it on principal. I was like, man, that is the most biggest legal loophole ever. I don't even know how that's even legal. Tremendous profit. You're right about that. Ignorance, and by ignorance, I mean just not knowing. I know. Too bad you got to clarify that, Dave, because people just think, "Oh, I'm not ignorant." But no, I'm just talking about the book definition. Dave says, I graduated from college over 20 years ago. I have friends I went to college with still paying on student loans. Oh, that's the normal. What's up, King of Kings? Michael Rambo, do I really want to be in this relationship type questions come to the forefront for many? Oh, yeah. Hey, Mike, right now, divorce lawyers should be salivating. They should be salivating, right? If I was a divorce lawyer, I would somehow get my stuff online, start advertising, hey, I'm a divorce lawyer. They can name their price. They can name whatever they want, because people are, just think, All distractions have been removed. So if people are in relationships they don't like, if the man or the woman been messing around, they can't get to their lover, they can't get to their side piece, all that's done. All that's done, right? Now they got to face the music of the relationship that they're in, and guess what's going to happen? They're either going to fix it or it's going to be over because they can't leave one another. What you gonna do? You can't go anywhere. Oh, I'm leaving you. Going where? Where you going? Oh man, I'm gonna go get my own place. Where? Where you going to get your own place? Where? You ain't got no job. You can't even leave the house, let alone rent a truck and get some people together to help you move. You can't even do that. You got to be 6 feet apart. Movers can't help you. This is big. DTN says, "While I agree with the caller, companies will figure out things out and start letting more people go." Oh yeah, this is gonna allow companies are gonna do whatever they need to do to survive, right? And they're gonna trim the fat. So if you're a person that has been working at a job doing the same old thing for 30 years, that you know in your mind that can be automated, guess what? You're out. You're out. Dave Bourne says, "I am an essential worker, but all the new hires are facing layoffs. The non-essential staff are worried as the company does restructuring." Oh, yeah. King of Kings says, "I'm in the process of chapter 7, a fresh start." Right now, everybody can get out a debt-free card right now. Everybody. Guaranteed chapter 7. Guaranteed. If you've been laid off, you got tons of debt. You've been in debt up to your eyeballs all your life. Chapter 7 will free you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Dave Bourne says, "I'm an essential worker, so I drive to and from work. We get briefed on what's going on. So much businesses have already went out of business." Dave, have they tried to cut your salary? Have they tried to cut your salary for working? I mean, they should be honestly, man, they should be giving you guys hazard pay, honestly, because you're going to work, and pretty much, Dave, what they're really saying is this: whatever salary, hourly money you make right now, you're risking your life for it. You're risking your life for it. They should be paying essential workers hazardous pay. They really should, but they're not. They're not. Straight up. Any other questions? Any other questions? We're gonna stay on to Q&A Sundays as long as there's questions. Let me know. Any questions? Any other questions? Kind of quiet today. I don't know if it's just this live stuff, but I think after we get off this session, I'm going to get on the regular live because I need to test a few more things, man, because this is irritating. It really is. What's up, Dale? My cousin works for a young dentist. He was running 10-hour days to keep his business afloat. He's calling all patients emergencies to keep open. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Good luck with that. Still not going to help him. Still not going to help him. Running in debt. All these businesses that have been surviving on debt, they're out. See you later. And even if this is you and you lost your job, man, this is the time to look at yourself, man. This is the time you can sit at home and be miserable, or you can say, you know what? I'm tired of living like this, and I'm going to change it starting today, right now. You got a few months. It don't even have to happen recently. right now, because things are not going to change. You might as well understand this. We're going to be in quarantine all the way to December of this year. Believe that. It's not changing. Believe that. Okay. Nothing's going back to a quote normal, whatever that is. That normal that you knew once before, that is done. Oh, I see you, Hyphy. Okay. I'm looking at it right now. Let me read this over what you just sent me. Oh, it sounds like he's hoping he's hey Hyphy. He sounds like he or she sounds like millions of other people believing that's thinking that's going to happen. That's never going to happen. They're never going to release that many of their slaves ever. Never. Sorry. Dave says, no, I am home for now, but still get paid. My job was paying me 3 times my rate to work. Okay, I figured that. Okay. I am staying home for now on standby with pay. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because I did that article yesterday or day before yesterday about GM cutting 20% of people's pay, and they still got to work the same hours and still coming to work. Are you crazy? I quit. Those people are already risking their lives for regular pay before they did the 20% cut. Now they're going to say, we're cutting you 20%. You're still going to risk your life and you're going to work the same amount of hours. No, only people in debt do that. Only debt slaves do that. I quit, GM. See ya. No, sir. Lauren says, great time to invest in yourself. Sure is. This is the absolute best time to invest in yourself right now. Right now is the best time. NC Big says, do you recommend I just take my money out of the banks until my chapter 7 is finished? I would say this. I wouldn't say, put it this way. I wouldn't say all of it, but right now I would say the majority of it, because you're not going to have to worry about spending it because you can't go nowhere. No shops, no places are open. So you don't really have to even worry about spending money. Okay. When they I put it this way, they're going to make a run on the bank. Soon as that stimulus money is gone, I want you guys to hear me closely. When people go through that stimulus money, because people are already spending it before they even have it. And you got to remember this, people in debt don't even know they're in debt. They don't even know, even with that stimulus check in their hand, they're still going to be in debt. Okay. But they don't know that. As soon as that money is physically gone, things are going to change big time. They're going to change big time. Let me tell you guys what I see as a debt-free person that's been out, that's been out of debt for quite a while. I see this. This is what I see. People are going to stop paying everything because they have no choice. All right. This is why those of you that have a choice right now, you can stop and save your money. Right now, people are going to spend their last trying to keep their credit straight. Okay. They're going to continue to make the payments on their cars, their credit cards, their mortgages until their money is absolutely gone. And then once it's gone, then they're going to be forced to stop paying on everything. They're not going to have a choice. Some will realize, some will feel bad. Oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to not realizing nobody's picking up nothing because there's nobody push any type of paperwork to start the process. That's number one. Some are going to realize, man, I should have stopped paying this. I should have stopped paying this as soon as I heard the coronavirus hit. I should have stopped paying as soon as I lost my job. But people are going to be spending their savings to keep up on their payments so the credit doesn't get messed up. This is how people in debt think. Some people are going to refinance their house, pull out the equity, and use that to make payments on their stuff. What they're not seeing is this. They're going to refinance their house, which again is borrowing money because it's the bank's house. They believe they're going to take the bank's money and pay off the bank's cars and pay off the bank's credit cards until that money is gone. They're just moving the bank's money around, and the bank is just charging them interest for it. Period. Once it's gone and they can't pay, then they're going to realize they should have stopped paying. This is just business. This is nothing personal. Nothing. You better, and then when their money runs out, guess what? Cash is king. Cash is king. Right now, cash is king, and you just got to be careful. You better not tell anybody you got any money. When the stimulus money runs out, you better not be somebody driving around in a shiny car. You better not be online pretending you got money for when the whole nation doesn't have any. Good luck with that. Dale says most people in debt don't have any money in the bank. When the stimulus is spent, yeah, shit's going to get real. You right, Dale. It's going to get real. Right now, look at the stimulus money as music being played on a Titanic. That's all it is, just music being played. All the person has to do is this: stimulus check, $1,200 minus their student loans equal their real stimulus check. Now, if you didn't catch that, I'm gonna say this one more time for you guys that have student loans and you're waiting on that. You're excited about that. You're anticipating that stimulus check, right? $1,200 minus your student loans equals your real stimulus check. Yes, that's you're gonna have to come to grips with that. That's real. Dave Bourne says the trustees of my company has to have my department staff on pay for insurance reasons. Trustees of my company has to have my department staffed on for insurance. I mean, when they run out of money, it doesn't matter for insurance reasons, all that other stuff. The business, they're gonna do whatever they need to do to close to make sure that that company does not go out of business. NC Big says, do you think the banks, creditors, and lenders are going to offer deferment for people because utilities aren't forcing payments right now? Utilities are not forcing. Shit, I didn't even know that. Shit, I better contact. I better start contacting my utility company. They're not? Okay, let me see what they're doing, because I don't know what that means. Not forcing. Are they stacking it up? Because I got to get clarity on that. If I call them and say, "Hey, man, what happens if I can't afford?" and they say, "Oh, we're just gonna add it up, and you're gonna make payments over spread out through your utility year or whatever," I'm like, "Nah, I'll just keep paying." Do you, NC Biggs, do you know what they're doing? If they're not forcing, if utilities are not forcing payments, what are they doing if you miss payments? Are they forgiving you? Or are they not? Are they waiving late fees? So you got to get some details. Dave says, yeah, it can get real in a day. Right now, everyone locked up. When they step out thing will hit the fan. Oh yeah, it's going to hit. Nothing's changing anytime soon, unless the cure for the coronavirus comes out. Nothing. I mean, people don't even. I don't know. I don't know what people are thinking. I know it's the normalcy. People want to get back to the normalcy. But if you just think about it, unless the cure for the coronavirus is out, nothing can go back to normal. Nothing. No gatherings. No jobs. Or I don't see it. Patrick says, why should we have cash on hand? It sounds, if you're debt free, put it this way. If you have cash on hand and we get quarantined to where we can't really get anything, people are going to be selling the stuff they have for half price. So say like there's somebody that went out and got loads and loads of toilet paper, right? Stacked to the brim. And then they run out of money. Guess what they have to offer? Toilet paper. And guess what they're going to be selling it for? Half the price. With people with cash. They're not gonna, nobody can accept credit. If you have cash, you're gonna get that stuff for half price. That's what it is. There's gonna be, you can't walk up to somebody that ran out of money and say, hey man, you take credit cards. They're gonna be like, no, man, you gotta have some cash. I don't think you're gonna need a lot of cash, but I think it's good to have some cash. That's what I say. Because if you're, imagine this, little bro. Imagine if you were debt free for years with lots of money stacked. Right now would be Christmas time. Christmas time. NC Big says they aren't cutting off services. I'm sure they are adding it up. The cost, just no late fees. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not letting that add up on me. So I'm gonna double check all that. I'm writing this down so I can make sure I do that, because I've been forgetting to do that myself. I really have. Dave says people don't understand this global lockdown. Oh yeah, it's about to get worse. You guys, are you guys not seeing the National Guard rolling through your city? Why do you think that? Do you think they're just coming to visit? I mean, why do you think they're mobilizing those National Guard? Because things are about to get they're about to get crazy. Click clack. Dave says you don't want to be standing at the line. Oh, yeah, for ATM. Ooh, yeah. Good point, Dave. You do not want to be standing at an ATM after the stimulus money is run out. Go get your money now. You still got, the checks are not going to be hitting bank accounts for at least another couple of weeks. You got a couple of weeks to go get some money. But after that, you do not want to be standing at an ATM, because I was already weary. When I go to the ATM, I was already weary anyway. You know, I'm always looking over my shoulder, looking around, and that was normal days. When the stimulus money runs out, you better believe people are going to be hanging outside the ATMs waiting for somebody to start slipping. Click, click, clack. You're going to hear a click, clack behind your head. You'd be like, yep, pull it all out. Pull every penny out. No, sir. Dale says our power company isn't cutting everyone's power for non-payment and offering payment plans with no penalties after we return to normal. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna just keep up with my normal payments on my utility. My utilities are not that expensive, so I don't want nothing stacking up on me, all that stupid nonsense. I don't want any of that. Dave says you might as well pay it if it's not a huge expense, or you will be overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm not getting overwhelmed. I don't want to be, oh man, how much I owe you guys now, and then I'm in debt to the utility company. No, thank you. Because they might change the rules after things get back to quote unquote normal, right? Okay, yeah, you owe this much of balance, and if you don't pay it by this date, we're going to start charging interest. No, thank you. No, thank you. None of that. Any other questions? Anybody want to jump on? I know Hyphy said he was going to jump on here. Hyphy, I don't know if you're still in the room. Can you imagine how many people are wishing and hoping that they wipe out the student loan debt? Can you imagine how many are wishing that right now? They're not. If this is you, you got to stop thinking like that. You got to stop. That's never going to happen. They will never release that many of their slaves, ever. Yes, 5 me 20. Okay, you talking code, Hyphy? Yes, 5 me 20. Is that Spanish? Any other questions, you guys? Any other questions? Man, this is not. Oh, Man, I got to see what the hell that is. It is so irritating. Yep, it's not even offering. It's not even offering to alert my subscribers that I'm on live. It's not even offering it there. Though I see I'm live on the on my That is some bull crap right there. I swear this must be. I don't know. I don't really be trying to get into conspiracy theories and all that stuff, man. But this is not happening for some reason, and I can't see no trick behind it. Interesting. In edit. Nope. No option there. No option there. All right, let's get back to this. Sorry, you guys. I went back and looking at some stuff here. Dave says people are hoping and praying they get rid of student loan debt. Yep, that's never going to happen. Notice that they said, "Hey, we'll stop your student loan payments for 6 months. We'll freeze the interest." And then I remember some kind of politician was proposing wiping out $10,000 worth of student loan debt for everybody. That'll never happen. Okay. Cosmic says, "Hello, all. Been listening while doing house stuff. Thank you, Cosmic, as always." Hey, Cosmic, did you get? No, we determined people are getting alerts, but I'm just not coming live on a subscription list. Dale says, "I'm sure the water and power companies are under orders. Imagine the panic if those were cut." Yeah, I'm sure. I agree, Dale. Sewage companies, power companies, yeah. If they cut that stuff off, you talking martial law? You better believe martial law would happen then. Believe that. They're not doing that voluntarily. Trust me. NC Big says, "Did you hear about the early morning elderly visits to stores like 6 a.m. or an hour?" Yeah, I heard they opened the stores for the elderly, which is cool. I think that's real cool that they did that. Johnny Blaze says, "Went to the ATM yesterday to pull out some emergency cash." Yeah, I'm going to do that today. As soon as I get off the phone, I'm going to get some cash. Yeah, see you later. I'm going to give me some money right now. I'm going to bring my friend with me. Click, clack. Dave Bourne says, "I have a friend in Asia. It's on lockdown, and the travelers are stranded with no money." Ooh, I know, man. I was thinking about that. This is serious on the financial and people. Imagine being in a foreign place with no cash and no place to stay. Can you imagine? Ain't nobody giving it. Nobody's giving out no help. They don't even want you around them. This is a virus. You think they're gonna board some stranger in their house? No, sir. I can't even imagine that. I had a friend of mine just before it got serious. Me and him were talking. This was like 2-3 weeks. Well, I'll say 2 weeks ago. 2.5. No, 2 week and a half, 2 weeks ago. He was like, "Hey man, me and my wife are thinking about going on a trip to Mexico." I said, "You better not do that." You don't think so? Yeah, you go to Mexico and get locked out of the USA, you're gonna be crying. Better not do that. NC Big says they will be targeting them soon. Johnny Blaze says most alerts on YouTube are not working. You know what, Johnny? And I believe you, man, because everybody and their mama right now is on YouTube. I mean, it's can you imagine the amount of traffic that is on the internet right now? It's got to be a ton. Nobody's working. Nobody's working. Okay, I see you, NC Biggs. Hold on for a second. What's up, NC?
What's up? I just wanted to comment on your friend's statement about Mexico. Mexico's blocking all Americans out of their country right now. They just announced that they're at the borders telling the president of Mexico not to allow American citizens in their country.
That's probably pretty much everybody, really, not just Mexico.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, since America's labeled now as, I think we're labeled as the most infected. We are not. They're not allowing no countries allowing Americans into their country,
Ain't that a
especially
trip?
Mexico.
That's a trip.
Yeah,
Here, you know, here Americans, we think, oh yeah, we're the best country. Everybody wants to come here. Now nobody wants to allow us in their country. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, right, right,
Mm.
and by the way, don't forget we also gave in that bill we put in I think it was like 30, it might have been 30 million in that stimulus package
Mhm.
to immigrants and stuff like that. So it's
30
funny.
the immigrants that live here in the U.S.
Yes,
Oh,
we put in a stimulus package for them in our policy,
what does
but we're
that
not allowed
mean?
to.
What does that mean?
Like
Like giving them money
I,
or something, or what? What?
I think it's for sanctuary states and stuff like that. So they're giving
Okay.
them extra money and stuff like that for them because they're dealing with those things. So yeah, so it's interesting that we decided to do. But I would tell
Mm.
your friend if he goes to Mexico right now, they'll shoot him on the spot. You know, they're not. I
Yeah,
don't recommend him.
no, he decided he's not gonna go.
Yeah,
This was
yeah.
like a week and a half ago. I was surprised he was even asking me that question. I was like, man, that was somebody that really believes in the normalcy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, he
crazy.
definitely believes. I don't know if he understood the severity of the situation. Like they are not like other countries are not letting people come into their Americans come in their country because we're labeled the most infected right now. And
Mm.
and I don't want you to and I think people underestimate that because a lot of people though they may come like we have like we have three or four main locations of airports that come to our country to go to
Mm.
other countries.
Mm.
So like New York, Florida, I think Chicago, and then I think California are big main spots for international travel.
Mm.
So like in and out of the country, those are main spots. So those are all in seriously infected areas right now. I don't know if Chicago is, but I know the other three are.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I
you
know
know,
the governor here in South Carolina. He said he just announced yesterday on the news that, or day before yesterday, he said anybody coming in from the hot spots like New York, Louisiana, or something like that, if they come flying in, mandatory quarantine for 14 days.
I mean,
Mandatory.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Your governor's doing it a lot better than our governor. Our governor right now, the cops have all they're doing is issuing warnings. Like
Mhm.
they're not off. I mean, though I don't know the severity of how sick the people. I don't know the numbers in South Carolina
Mhm.
because y'all got the beaches and stuff. So I don't
Man, you know
know.
people are packed down here at the beaches.
I believe it,
It is,
but
they're
our
packed. Are you crazy? I mean, like,
my
man,
my
those young kids though.
my state like. Now you will be arrested. Now you will be
Mm.
arrested if you populate like that. Like if
Mm.
the beaches here are shut down. Like you cannot go to the beach in North Carolina right now. Like
Mm.
that's not happening. Like if you do
Okay.
it, the governor and the mayor have all come together to issue that you cannot do any kind of. I think no more than 100 people can congregate together.
Mm-hmm.
That was a week or two ago, and I think it's less than that now.
Mm.
So like yeah, you can't have a whole bunch of people. I mean we're lucky in America because if you look at them videos in India or something, they're beating each other. Their cops are beating guys with
I
sticks.
saw I saw that video the other day where they whipping them on the motorcycles, the little moped things, like
Yeah,
spanking them
yeah,
like they're the kids or something, like they're the kids. And so I was like, what?
yeah. They're like take your behind home. You got no business out here. They are
So
not
yeah, I
playing them
saw that. I
penalties.
saw that video. I saw that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, basically, uh, I'm considering. I guess I can ask you one question. I'm considering. I have a choice now. I am in debt, so I mean, I'm not going to sit here and play it. But when I ask you this question, it's clear anyway. For anybody that didn't know, new people. So anyway, I'm going to. I'm thinking about going back to work. I have a choice. I mean, that's a choice for me.
Mhm.
I can go back to work, um, and they're going to pay me 20% more than what I make now. while
Okay.
I'm working. So
Mhm.
they're offering, they're doing the opposite of what GM's doing right now.
Gotcha. Right.
so
I know
so it's the
it's the exact opposite. Okay.
right, it's the exact opposite. So that's why I was
Mhm.
like, I'm considering it because my pay will be bumped 20% while this is all going on. Now I have no
Mhm.
idea how long this is going to go on, but I also have the I have the option to just take.
2021. That's how long.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm talking about. I don't know how long they're going to keep the 20% increase. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You'll
So
know
I
when you
don't know
start
how.
seeing people get laid off. You'll know.
Yeah. So I figured if I go back to work now, I can stack some money. I can do some things.
Mhm.
It's not hurting me. My son's doing homeschooling, so he'll be fine. He's supervised, and everything will be
Mhm.
fine here. So I don't really have to be here for that. I'm just considering whether or not I should do it or not. That's basically because I don't have to because I've been following your rules. The things you've been teaching. So I'm
Mhm.
not in like terrible situation. Like I'm not sitting here sweating about nothing. My bills are paid, and
Right.
I mean, I don't have a car payment anymore.
You
Because
got
I
some
pretty
cash?
much I got a little cash, yeah, and I get paid. I get paid for my job right now. Like they pay me every 2 weeks, even though I'm
For
not
what?
working.
How much they
Because
pay you?
yeah,
What
they pay
percentage rate?
me. They pay me my full salary, my 80-hour salary. If I go back to work, they'll give me a 20%, and I can work overtime. But if
Oh
I don't go back
man,
to work, you see what I'm saying? Like
I'd
if
be
I don't go
staying
back.
home. I wouldn't risk my life for an extra 20%.
Okay, I wanted to hear your opinion
Oh
because I have
yeah.
the
I wouldn't risk
I
if
have
you getting full pay for not doing anything. I'll be chilling.
yeah. Yeah, I'm getting full pay for not doing anything right now. I get
This
I
what
get full pay.
and you and I talk a lot always, man. This is what I suggest to you right now. If you already know the plan. You already know you already got your debt free plan, right? You already know what you're going to do.
Right,
There's no misunderstandings of it, and you're getting paid for
right,
not doing anything. Right
right,
now, you need to be thinking about what would you love to be doing for a living, and it wouldn't even be work. Could you do this online? Could you start it
right.
online right now?
I was
That's what
I was looking into what Cosmic Wisdom was telling us yesterday in the Discord chat. I looked at some of the things. Unfortunately, I wasn't seeing anything that I was interested in yet. But
Mhm.
because I don't have, but I also have some dilemmas. Like I don't have a lot of cash to go out and like buy like an iPad or something like that to do like
Why? You
graphic
don't need a
design.
lot of money for an iPad right now. What are you talking about? You can get an iPad. You can get an iPad for $50. What are you talking
You
about?
think you
Wait
think
another
so?
month. Wait another. Hey,
Wait another.
my little brother. He just got two iPads for the price of one.
Oh
You you.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back to class here, NC Biggs. All right. You keep thinking you keep thinking there's normal prices out there. Whatever the normal price of an iPad was before, it's not today. Okay.
Right,
Right
right.
now, if you wait right now and wait till that stimulus money is spent, you're gonna get the
Yeah.
iPad of your choice for like $200.
Okay, because that's because I want an iPad or iMac for so I can do
Whatever
some
you
graphic
want,
design.
whatever you can dream of, whatever it is, you're gonna get you a Mac. Because I need me a second screen for my Mac. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till the stimulus money run out. I'm gonna get me because you know how much. Do you know how much Mac monitors cost?
No, I
They
don't.
are expensive, but not this month. Not next month. They're going to get cheaper. And the next month after that, they're going to get even cheaper. I'm going to get me a nice Mac second monitor. Believe that.
Yeah, that sounds like that's what I need. I need to do that but here's my other dilemma
Mhm.
now LJ. The reason why I'm willing to go back to work this is gonna now this is because I am in debt once again. I have
Oh, the
student
virus doesn't
loans.
deter you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my job doesn't really involve a lot of people, so I don't really I don't get around a lot of people at my job. Like the
Okay.
only time I'm around people is when I am at the shop, which
Mhm.
I don't. We all have been ordered to stay away from each other. So like
Mhm.
being around people is not required for my job.
Mhm.
Um, somebody was calling in. So if I decide to if I decide to save up the money is what I
Mhm.
was gonna do. is while I was getting this 20% or whatever, I was going to save up the money and pay those loans off. But I was going to take the money out so that it doesn't look like I have a lot of money in the bank. You see what I'm saying? And then put it back in when I get to chapter 7, and then just pay it off. That's what I was going to do.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
So I was gonna work for the money, take the money out every time I got paid until I can't take out enough anymore, and then when I get my chapter 7, I was just gonna put the money back in and pay off those loans, those 2 student loans that I have, because basically I already told you, like I said, he's pretty sure I'm gonna get the chapter 7. It's just a matter of paying up those student loans. So that's what I'm kind of worried about right now. I know you're telling me.
Well, this is what I say. If you had $50,000 in the bank, would you risk your life at your job? Would you risk your life?
I don't have $50,000.
Huh?
I don't have $50,000.
I'm just saying, if you had $50,000 in the bank, would you risk your life knowing that there's something out there that can freaking kill you?
No. No, not at all.
Why are you okay? Tell me this. Then why are you contemplating? You're getting paid for doing nothing right now. You're getting paid. Okay. Why would you risk your life for extra 20%? I'm just curious. So you're saying my life. So I want you to add. This is what I want you to do. Add up that hourly rate. Do you get paid hourly?
Yes.
This is what I want you to. And then as soon as we get off this, I want you to go to the mirror and say, "My life is worth this much money." That's what I want you to. I want you to go to the mirror and say that. And then if you say, "Cool, it is worth that much money," I want you to go ahead and go get that 20%.
Oh my God!
Hey kids, come here, kids. Mwah, mwah. I'll see you guys later. Okay, hopefully I'll be back. All right, see you later.
You said hopefully.
Hopefully I'll be back. I love you.
I mean, it sounds like you and my family are in agreement on this. I just wanted to hear.
You know how many people right now would love to be in your position and wanting to get paid your full salary and not even at work? Oh man, that's like a win-win.
For now, because they took the extension, they did the extension, so they'll pay my full salary for however long the extension is. So
how long is the extension?
I don't know yet. I'll have to find. Probably another 2 weeks or so. So I'll get another 2 weeks.
The bigger picture is like this: you don't have to pay anything. You ain't got nothing to pay. You ain't any money you're getting right now. You're not going to be spending it. Where you going? Where you spending it at?
Right.
You ain't
my
got
student loans don't stop though.
Huh?
My student loans didn't stop. I know I heard you say it, but my student loans didn't stop.
I don't know why that is, but who cares?
Well, you know why that is.
Who cares? Who cares if it didn't stop? So what? Man, don't risk your life for extra 20%. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't do that. Because I'm just telling you right now, only people in debt would risk their life for money.
Oh, well, that's what I said. I'm in debt.
But I want you to hear that. You hear yourself saying that. I want you to know that that's what you're saying. I'm going to risk my life because I'm in debt.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. And that's why I'm gonna take your advice. I mean, I can choose to not go to work, and I just wanted to hear your
It
opinion.
would be totally different if you were at home not getting any money at all. Okay, that's
Right.
that's a different type of circumstance. Okay, that is all right. But
Right.
you're getting full wages.
Yeah.
And I know why you're doing it debt free wise. I know you're like, man, if I go get this extra 20%, I'll get out of debt even faster. I get it. Trust me. I know why. I know why you are doing it. Okay. But what I'm saying to you, it's not worth it right now. We got something floating around out there that can kill you, that you could possibly bring home to your family and your children. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. That's the only reason why I asked you your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't ask you and I wouldn't, and I've listened to you up to this point. So I mean, ain't no point in not listening to you. I just wanted to hear your advice on this.
You're good, man. You're like extra good.
I mean,
You're like extra good. Full pay for not doing nothing.
Yeah.
This would, man. I really want you, man, to sit back and think about, don't worry about what anybody else suggests that you should do. I believe everybody has something in their mind that they would love to be doing for a living, and you would do it for free. Find whatever that is, NC Biggs, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be in real estate. It doesn't have to be something to jump onto something that has nothing to do with that. Whatever's in your mind. And get over the thing to say, oh man, I'm not going to make money at that. Everybody says that. People told me that when I started this. Oh man, how you going to make money at that? It doesn't matter what you think. See what I'm saying?
I got you. And if you hadn't done it, then you wouldn't be making money.
if I had listened, think about it this way. Even forget about the money. Had I listened to people, you and I wouldn't have never met. SMD family wouldn't have been born. None of this. None of us would have known any each other. We wouldn't have known each other at all if I would have listened to people.
It's true. Very true. Your family might have. Your family is actually starting to come around too, which is helping you as well. Because they seeing you helping other people.
Yeah, man. It's about right now. It's about helping other people right now, because we really don't need money at this specific moment. There's no place to go. There's no other distractions. They're putting off everything. They're holding back all payments. Nobody needs to actually spend any money right now. Money's almost damn near irrelevant.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. I just like to hear your opinion on it. Oh, go ahead. What you
no, especially when they get to the serious lockdown. Is North Carolina like lockdown yet?
No. It's I mean, they've put us down to the lockdown, like, you know, you get pulled over if you're going outside the way, or if you can't be like going, like all like restricted personnel shouldn't be out on the road all the time unless they're going to a grocery store. The grocery store is like the only reason why you should be going out. You know, you shouldn't be trying to gather and do things, you know.
When that stimulus money, put it this way, when that stimulus money runs out, lockdown.
And everybody's going to Walmart. I'm telling you right now, like Walmart's going to be the spot.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be the spot
when they lockdown. So the stimulus money runs out, lockdown. Serious lockdown, straight up lockdown. And then if they don't listen, martial law is coming. Believe that. I don't see the cure of a coronavirus coming anytime soon. We going all the way to December.
I think Bill Gates was talking about it. He said that because he put money towards the coronavirus thing, and I think they said they was talking about 18 months.
Yeah.
They were working on it, and they were talking about 18 months.
That's why I said 2021.
18 months is next year in the middle, around summertime.
Correct. Good luck. Right now, if you unplug yourself from the rest of the world right now, NC Biggs, every now and then just go out to nature, man. You can create something right now out of quarantine. I see people doing it on the internet all day, every day right now. Not everybody, but a few people.
I might have to look into it. I'm gonna do what you, like I said, you've got me through this much. I think I can take your advice a little bit further.
I can see it clearly, man. I'm on the outside looking in. Like if like I was telling Johnny Blaze earlier, if you were already out of debt for like 2 or 3 years and you had stacks of cash, can you imagine the things you could buy this year? I mean, three houses for the price of one. All the iPads you want, the iPads for the family. Hey, iPads for everybody. Brand new ones. 2020s. I'm getting 5 for $100.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do that iPad thing anyway, but everything else. I'm
thinking about that new. I always wanted a Note 10. I might as well go get one now. Get one for $100 by December.
Yeah, you'll get one. You might get a Note 11 by December.
I know, right? Note 11. Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, we're coming out with Note 11. We can't get rid of them, so we're gonna sell them."
Hey, you remember what I said in the Discord server? I said, I wonder what are people going to do. I wonder what the cell phone companies are going to do right now, because once people run out of money, guess what? They're not going to be able to pay. They're not going to be able to pay their cell phone bills. And you know how many people got finance cell phones? What are they going to do?
I saw that. I did reply. I said that I think they're gonna do and because they are some cell phone companies also play as a partial utility company.
Hmm.
So they're gonna probably flip it over where they're gonna be like, well, we're gonna defer your payments and then come out with a payment plan for you
Mm.
when all this comes out. But they're
Ooh.
just not gonna hit you with they're just not gonna hit you with
The penalties.
the penalties, just like the utility companies. Yeah, because
Ooh, can
they
you
are.
imagine? Ooh, can you
Yeah,
imagine if people
because
finance cell phones? Oh my God, and they put them on another payment plan. Oh,
Yeah, because I work for a cell phone company, so I know, and they also double as a utility company. Almost every one of them do now, like
mm.
Verizon, AT&T, Spectrum. They all do it
What do you mean double as a utility company? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
because they double as a cable company. Like so
I know
they like
Xfinity does that. I know if
right.
Xfinity does that, but I didn't know
So
Verizon.
like Verizon does it. They have internet. They do internet services.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
Right.
I gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
so almost all of them double as a utility company. So because they double as a utility company, they're gonna play that same utility bill, the same
Mm,
utility deal that all the utility companies are getting, like the water and electricity.
mm.
They're probably gonna get a little bit of kickback from the government to
Of
keep it
course.
going,
Of course.
and then the rest of it, the kickback's gonna keep everybody's stuff on, and then they're gonna say, okay, all right, everybody, once y'all start working, then that's when we're gonna do it, and they're gonna do it up to a certain point, and then after that certain point, that's when it's gonna happen, and so I see that happening really really soon actually. So I mean,
Mm,
as far as them sending out messages saying, hey,
mhm,
you don't got to pay your bill right now. We understand this trying
mhm,
time. Because I
mhm.
mean, look, if car dealerships are doing it, the cell phone companies are going to do it. Like
Right. Oh yeah.
you just can see it.
Well, they
Like you can
have
see
to.
it.
They have to because if they didn't, as many people that finance cell phones, yeah, that wouldn't.
Yeah, they're
That'd
going to
be
lock their phones up and all
yeah.
that. Now you won't be able to use them. So like, I mean, for the most part, I mean, some of them, as you know, they're not all like locked to the point where you can't use them anymore. But there are
Right.
a lot of them that are. So I
Right.
yeah, I see that happening. Like that
Mm,
part. Yeah. And I mean,
mm,
like
mm,
you said,
mm.
like I mean, nobody's gonna do the smart thing and say, you know what, I think I'm gonna pay off my cell phones during
Right.
this crisis.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's gonna say that ever. Nobody. Nobody ever is gonna say that.
Nobody's saying that.
Mm-mm.
That's the
No.
last thing they're thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got their own thing they're thinking about doing. So
Right.
I'm in agreement with you on that. Like, they're probably gonna go with the utility methods.
Okay.
And
All right.
yeah, but I just wanted to hop on. I wanted to hear your opinion on all this stuff that I had going on myself, and I
Mm,
was getting my mind ready to go back to work on Tuesday, but I guess
mm.
I will stop myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and see, just choose life. Okay. Just choose life. All right.
Like,
Choose life over money. Okay. Right now, choose life over money. That's all.
yeah, yeah, because I mean I'm gonna be good for a while, and then like I said, I'm getting a stimulus check, so it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, you got man, you good, man. No, you getting your full pay. You got stimulus money coming in. Oh man, you good, man. You are good. Just choose life. Do it
I
for
was
your kids,
I,
man. Do it for your kids.
because I was doing the math. I was doing the math in my head because I was like, but I'm gonna get the stimulus check, then I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna be able to just I'm gonna be able to bust it. I'm gonna bust this student
Right.
loan debt in the
Right.
middle of all this craziness. I'm gonna be able to
Right.
win, and I was just
Because you know what it is? Because you're on that snowball run, man. I get it. I know why you now, all jokes aside, I know why you're thinking like that. Okay. I'm just messing with you, but I know why you're thinking like that. But I'm saying that stuff can go on hold right now. Choose life. That's all.
okay. Well,
All right.
if they do stop paying us, then I'll bring this back up to you. But
Okay.
until
Until
then,
then.
I will wait, and I'll
Cool.
take your advice on this. Thank
All
you.
right, sir. All right, man.
All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
cool. Thanks. Cosmic says, FYI, those mortgage deferrals have fine print that will bite people. You will have to pay all 3 months at month 4 at Bank of America if you defer you will have to pay all 3 months at month 4 at Bank of America if you defer mortgages for 3 months. See, there's always fine print. Believe that. Meaning four total payments on month 4. Yeah. Patrick says, Denzel, do you have any? Denzel, you in here? Let me look through this thing. Denzel, you in here? Oh, you're not in here. Okay. All right. Bro, he ain't in here. Denzel? No, he's not here. Okay. All right. Dave Bourne says, my friend said people in panic mode, they are not able to get money via wire because everything is closed. He owned his condo, so he is okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool. If he owned his condo, man, he's good. But people in panic mode, you better believe it. Can't wire, no money. Cosmic Wisdom says NC Biggs thinks too much. You got to pick something and execute one thing at a time. Yeah. And I told him already, Cosmic Wisdom, choose life. Okay, that's an easy choice. Choose life. Christmas time. Oh yeah, when things will end for sure. Johnny Blaze says Jimmy Quitman has dropped on Facebook. Yeah, it's gonna drop even more, right? Because pretty soon when they're locked down, people gonna have Jimmy quitting. You can't even go get it. Right now, you know how people can make some money right now? They could be the delivery person of this gym equipment right now. Somebody could jump in and say, hey, man, somebody desperate for money, whatever, right? They could say, hey, I will pick up your equipment and deliver it. So if they buy something on a marketplace or Craigslist or whatever, somebody can hire this person to go pick up the gym equipment and drop it off to the other person. Right now, that's a moneymaker right now, delivering stuff, because there's going to be a lot of stuff being exchanged, being bartered, because people have no money. All right. Dave says, good laugh, just chill. I'm getting paid full salary to stay at home also. Wow, man, that is just awesome. You can pick up where you left off when this is over. Man, that is awesome. You know how many people wish that was happening to them? Dave says, you're still making money, so don't do it to yourself. Don't do that. I don't care. Stay at home. Do it for you. Do it for your kids, NC. Dave says, if you can get what you need, get it before the checks hit. Yeah, everyone is going to be out there trying to get what they can once the check hit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out and me and my girl gonna go out and get some money, do some shopping. Because I went out yesterday. Hey, little bro, I went out yesterday, and usually, my distilled water is usually at every store I go to. My regular store and Food Line, they were out. Dave says, never thought of that. I will check in the Discord service. Yeah, it's Dave, it's in the I don't know if you've already joined the Discord server, but it's in the details, the description of this video. All right. Any other questions? You guys want to jump on here anytime? Here we go. There you go. There's the link. Jump in anytime you wish. Ask any questions. Hey, little bro, if you got a minute, jump in, man. Kind of tell people your life. Kind of, if you want to, give a little story about what happened to you, your experience, being debt free now. If you want to, man, let me know. Anybody else want to jump on? You can. I think, honestly, man, some of you guys have been saying, hey, man, what if they're knocking your channel out on purpose? I don't know, man. I'm really wondering that, because I was going strong doing everything I'm doing right now with you guys right now. And then all of a sudden it just changes. I didn't change anything. Nothing changed on my end. But when I hang up with this one, when we conclude this this Q&A, I'm gonna jump back on regular live without the StreamYard service or the StreamYard software, and then I'm gonna try it with regular live. And then I'm gonna check a particular setting, because if you're listening, Hyphy, right now, if you go into the details, the options of the video right now, it that area down on the if you go to the details of the video, more options, and scroll to the bottom, just under additional options where it says allow embedding, and then right under that is grayed out. It says, hey, notify your, put on your subscription list and blah, blah, blah. It's not even there during this live session. That's not even an option for me to check. It's not even there. So now I got to determine if it's there once I do a regular streaming service. So I got to, a straight YouTube. Okay. So I got to check that. Dale says, my nephews are on notice that they may be ordered back to active service in military. Ooh, yeah, that's coming. Yeah, they're going to be called for sure. You know it, and I know it, Dale. They're going to be called. Johnny Blaze says, have you looked at Zoom? I mean, Zoom as far as connecting via YouTube. Hyphy says Streamlabs OBS is an alternative that works better than StreamYard. Streamlabs OBS. Okay, I can check that off. I'm writing that down. You still jumping on Hyphy or what? Let me see. Streamlabs OBS. Okay. Cosmic Wisdom says, LJ, on serious business tip, you can't depend on YouTube platform. You need to consider getting a text notification for alerts. Something you own outside of the YouTube platform for long term. No, I mean, I think that'll definitely work for a paid service, but the reason why I was using YouTube because it's open, it's free. Many people can just connect without being members. You know what I'm saying? On the business tip, yeah, for sure. Oh, Johnny, I know Zoom is a video conferencing software, and I can do that, one-on-one with people, stuff like that. I'm not sure where this is all going right now, especially during this time. People ain't got no money. The last thing people are thinking about is getting out of debt. I think right now this platform is going to be more for helping people how to deal with their finances in such a crisis like this. This is new for everybody. This is new. This is nothing compared to 2008. Everybody wasn't locked down in 2008. People still had jobs, stuff like that. Nobody was dying because of a virus, But this is serious business. So right now, it's more, this is how for you guys to listen. This is how I've been thinking about this last week or so, right? Right now, people need help. All right. They don't know where to go. They're frustrated. They're scared, via their life, finances, credit. They're scared, right? Right now, people need help. They need hope, right? And then once this is all over, they're going to remember the businesses, the people that actually help them, right? Not coming out saying, hey, man, give me money, give me money, give me money. Right now, they're like, hey, man, because people tell me all the time, man, I get emails that tell me, Linnell, man, LJ, you've changed my life. You guys have no idea how that feels to hear a stranger tell me that I've changed their life. Not many people hear that from strangers. Okay. Not many people hear that. I see you, Hyphy. 1 second. You there? You're on mute.
Seeing Wagwan.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I'll come in and kick it for a while. So that the screenshot I sent you, yeah, that was happening while I was just sitting back listening to the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. Sorry about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's just funny that now people are starting to realize how your debt works against you.
Right. Yeah, I was reading that over. I didn't know if you wanted me to read it out loud or not, but
No, it's fine. So not really a question, team, but sometimes I sit back and I'll just be having a moment of truth,
Mhm.
and it's like that. It's basic, real basic things that hit me.
Mhm.
So the other day, I was like, wow, look, everybody is going to be trying to look for the new team because you're not going to be able to make all these videos about how to get a home with no money down or 3% because
Right.
people don't have 3%.
Nope.
So all these like little velocity banking scams and all this that people will be trying to implement, it ain't going to be able to work. But what you're doing is always going to be applicable because you're
Always.
not really trying to show anybody, like how to make money.
Right.
You're like laying the foundation for them to
Mm-hmm.
make money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ain't that crazy? It's gonna be forever
Seems,
valid. Forever valid.
seems. Because okay, like the velocity banking team, as soon as a loan gets recalled, that whole system collapses.
Yep, it crumbles. That's it. It collapses like a house of cards. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, and this is what I meant to talk to you about, Hyphy. You know that in the Discord server, that one woman Gabriel posted up in there. I saw you had some words with her. Well, I forgot her name. Let me go
Oh
look.
yeah, I bodied her.
Oh my God. I was looking at
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh wow. I'm going to look for her name. One second. What is that name? Shoot. Okay.
It's a lot of these. What we talking about for the people that are listening? It's like these channels that make all these types of. Oh, you should stop paying your debt
Right.
right now, and this is
Right.
why.
This is
Those type of channels.
Yeah. Oh man, the Cash Compass. That's her name. There she go.
See, yeah, I destroyed her.
Oh my God, I saw that, man. I saw. If you guys haven't joined the Discord server, the time to do it is now. It's in the description of the email or the video. Hyphy will post a link in there so you guys can join if you don't know how to get there or whatever, right? We'll post it in. We have some wonderful discussions up in there, man. It'd be funny too. So you guys need to get on there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be having just times when I sit back and it's like, bam, it just hits me. Like it was a few streams ago, and you were talking about the whole student loan thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, I'm one of those people that can say, hey, I got the full I completely paid it off. A lot of people will never see that.
Right. Right. Oh
And
yeah,
so
when I was
like,
talking about putting that up in a frame in your house.
Exactly. And now I didn't get a college degree, but for example, the person I was talking to in that text message that I sent you, he has a college degree, but he'll never see a student loan say paid off.
Did he reach out to you? When did he reach out to you today?
Yeah. He reached out to me today.
Now he wants to reach out and talk to you about it. And you probably been telling him how long you been talking to him about it? Probably a year or two.
2 years. I've had to turn down business proposals from him because he wanted to, do business.
Hey, you still got your student loan? Yeah. No, I don't want to do business. Sorry.
Facts.
Oh man, that's got to be. Do you tell him that reason, or do you just say no?
I've tried to like lead him to understand, but if he's not understanding what I'm saying to him, then he just won't. It's just not clicking.
Wow, that's crazy,
because,
man.
He's one of those types that feel, oh, well, if you're investing over here, you're making money over here, you're making money. My net worth is this.
Right. Oh, that's. I mean, do you do it when you tell them like no? Do you tell them no in a nice way, or how do you do it? Do you just like, nah, I'm not interested, or how do you say it?
Oh yeah. See, I tell them. I really don't care about being nice, but I make sure I try to tell you why I'm telling you no.
Gotcha.
And okay, my thing is this: you don't have many people out there holding you accountable, But if you're a good friend, you're accountable and tell them the truth. And that's what I
Right,
try to do.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. I was just curious. I was just curious to see how you were saying it to him. That's funny. How I wonder how many people are going to be reaching out to you now after they've been hearing you talk for all these years. I wonder how many people are going to be, hey man, what's up, man? I know you was telling me this and that. How can I do it now? You can't.
Well, see, I'm trying to even more so implement that whole thing. We always talk about just playing broke. To the people that can't uplift you, you just
Mhm.
gotta play broke, because
Right.
you know there's no way you could do business with them and they can't uplift you. Those people you just gotta
Exactly.
play broke. Yeah, you just gotta play
Because
broke
they'll
to.
drain you. They'll drain your energy.
See,
Yeah, yeah, man. Have you been able to actually help somebody in this time of crisis? Have you been able to help somebody?
yeah, I have a cousin my age, and I was able to help her.
Mhm.
And then I also have an auntie. I just put the math in front of her, and I showed her, because she thought that it would make sense for her to buy like a everyday a second car to the car
Mm.
she's already financing.
Mm. Mm.
because
Mm.
she has to use premium full in it.
Oh my! Oh, she got one of those cars. She need premium in it.
See,
Gotcha.
and yeah, so she thought, oh, it would be better to have a second car. Oh, so I don't drive this one every day and all them things.
Mm.
So I had to, lay the math down in front of her,
Okay.
and basically I said, look, the only way the second vehicle will make sense, you have to drive this many miles to make up in the fuel, and you'll never drive that many miles in a year.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And I'm like,
Mm.
the math don't lie.
What'd she say? What'd she say when you showed her
And
the
see,
math? What'd she say?
she was upset that I was right, but she admitted that I was right.
And she was mad about it that you were right.
See, so that lets me know she wasn't really trying to buy a car to save money on gas. She just wanted
Right.
to have a second vehicle.
Ooh, LA is gonna have a fire sale on cars when this is over. Oh my God, LA. Oh my God. I wish I had the money for a Tesla right now. Ooh, man. I could get all them Teslas running around, them finance Teslas in California. Oh man.
See.
Fire sale. Oh, all them fakers in LA. Oh my God. That's man. You're gonna see them tumble there, Hyphy. You're gonna see a whole bunch of people tumbling in LA.
Oh my
You guys on
days.
lockdown, right? You guys on lockdown over there yet?
Okay, so I guess technically it's a lockdown, but like I ain't heard any type of stories about, man tickets and pulled over and arrested and
Okay.
any of them type of things. I ain't heard any of that.
Okay. Now I guess the news is pumping how we hear the news about a city and then you call a friend. I call my cousins over there. Hey man, is this going on? Oh no, man, it ain't going on like that. But they said the traffic driving on the freeway is lovely right now. That's what he keeps saying.
My days. Oh my days.
I heard it's lovely right now driving on the freeway in LA.
And you see, it's funny because now I noticed that it's the people that are, in debt or just so reliant upon the job. Those are the ones who are bored right now, saying, "Oh, it ain't nothing to do. I'm bored, blah blah." But see, people like you and I, we used to waking up. Hey, we might want to get out of bed at like 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
The crack of
noon. The first thing we about to see, and the first thing we about to go do is we might just want to sit on the porch, for like 3 hours, let the sun hit me. So we used to this.
I love watching the birds fly around. I love watching that in the morning.
See, because I'm like you, when I go like running, I don't want any headphones or anything. I just want to hear nature.
Right. I love that, man. I don't want no music. I just want to hear everything around me, and it's quiet out there. Have you done a run recently, man? Have you noticed how quiet it is?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just empty out here.
How's the air now? How's the air? Any LA fog or anything like that lately?
You see, it's always going to be horrible out here because there's so many more, excess vehicles. But
they're not on the roads, though.
Yeah, but we got the ports here. We got multiple ports,
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
I
That's
live,
right.
yeah, I live like kind of near the water.
Oh,
But
okay.
so I came to conclusion that, you know, those people who are claiming they bored, they always like on the phone, on the computer, you know, looking for
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people, they're
Mm-hmm.
not at peace. They don't know how to just go and, you know, sit on the porch, let the sun hit them. They don't know how to
Right.
go just, you know, take the walk at the park. That's somebody
Yeah.
who ain't at peace.
Yeah. You're right, man. Good luck trying to convince somebody of that. Good luck with that. Especially the sports fans. Oh man, they got to be going crazy right now.
Oh my.
Oh, they got to be going
See,
crazy. You know, those people, where's my team? My team. Well, your team ain't playing, so where's your team at now?
see, and here, you know, we got a lot of professional sports teams, but none of that matters if they ain't playing.
You know what I was thinking about too, man? I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about I wonder how many professional sports players, right? Because I don't know if are they still getting paid because of their contract? Are they still getting paid?
You know, that's a good question. I ain't looked into it. Now
I gotta look that up.
you would hope that these dudes had some type of money, you know, stashed away, but obviously we hear so many stories that ain't
Yeah,
even the case.
man. Some of them this is gonna snap them. Some of this is gonna break them. If they're not getting paid, because I can't imagine the NBA, NFL to be able to keep up with their salaries for at least another year. You know, of them not even playing. I can't see that. That's a lot of money. You still there, Hyphy? Oh, what happened here? Okay, wait a minute. I see two connections. Let me close one. Hyphy?
All right, I'm back.
Okay, I don't know what happened here. All right. Did you hear me?
Yeah, but I didn't hear the
Okay.
last part you were saying about
No, I was just talking about the sports players. I know the NFL, they can't. The sports teams, there's no way the franchises can keep up with their salaries if this goes another year and a half, 18 months.
Oh no, because you can't. I mean, you can't make that money back by merch. Obviously, you're not selling any type of season tickets.
Nope.
I would wonder, because you know, with some of these sports teams, some of these fans, they get season tickets.
Ooh.
I wonder what's up with that.
Oh, I wonder. You're right. I got to write that down. Season ticket holders. Okay. That's a good one. What happens to their money? Do they get it back? So if they got to return the go ahead.
So, no, that I was just saying that's what I wonder.
You did what? You about to say something?
I wonder if
no,
they
I'm
get
gonna
their
look that
money
up,
back.
man. That's a good observation. And if they just think if they have to pay the season ticket holders back their money, plus they're not making any money, plus they got to pay the players for sitting at home and not. Ooh, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money.
Writing
that down.
And then on top of that, just like sponsorship deals with you know, other companies and stuff. I mean, I wonder how does that get fulfilled if it's so much. The next class of like basketball and football players coming out of college, this is going to affect their whole drafting.
Oh my God, man. You just bringing it all up, Hyphy. I forgot about that. Can you imagine the kids that were set to be drafted? All that stops. Oh, that would be horrible. Oh, that would be horrible. Oh, I'm writing all this down.
Their stock drops automatically because they haven't been performing lately.
Oh my God.
And you can't even achieve certain accolades that you would have.
Oh man, that's horrible. Here they've been working hard all their life. Already know, because they pretty much when they get to a point in college, right? They pretty much know if they're gonna be drafted or not, right? And then now that stops. Oh my God, that's horrible. I feel sorry for those kids. I feel sorry for them.
Yep. And another thing, I did the research on this and I've been kicking it out around, but that whole student loan forgiveness thing. Okay, so after, and this is after you complete like the 10-year term, like staying at the certain job you had or whatever. After that, your chances of being approved for forgiveness are 0.04%.
Exactly. Because I did that. Remember, I did that video, said 99% of the people got denied of student loan forgiveness. 99%. That's got to be horrible.
Yep,
gotta
it's
be
less
horrible.
than 1%.
Oh my God. Oh. All right, man. Let me let my brother jump on in here. He keeps.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I appreciate you, Hyphy, man. You know I do, man. Appreciate everything you do. Much appreciated, sir.
Set it off, Patrick. Do your thing.
All right, man.
Hey.
Later, Hype. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, that was a crazy what Hyphy was just talking about.
Yeah, man. I didn't even think about all that stuff. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, man. Especially like the families that's like, because you got some kids is, you know what I'm saying, their family were, you know what I'm saying, their fathers or mother went to college or was a professional athlete. So they're pretty good. But you also have those athletes that came from nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they need this draft right now.
And this was their shot. And then the corona hits. Oh, my God.
Corona hits. Now, no draft. They're not even doing workouts anymore.
Ooh.
They shut all that. Because I heard people, we was playing last night. We was playing dominoes last night.
I saw that video. I was dying laughing.
And my friend was like, yeah, Pat, yeah, you see what the Cowboys been doing? I'm like, nah, I haven't. I said, I don't even care to even watch it anymore. Like, but it's been a couple years that because I used to be all into sports, right?
Okay.
It affected me. It affected my day when my team lost, literally. And then it just got to the point where I'm just like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who really cares? So last night. He was like, yeah, you been watching the Cowboys? I'm like, nah, man, nah, quit lying. You know you've been keeping. I'm like, nah, listen. I said, I don't even watch TV anymore. I literally do not watch TV at all. I sit around and wait on you to come on. That's what I do.
That's cool. I like that.
Now I'm gonna start reading a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I have, you know what I'm saying, all the free time. Well, I have kids. My kids are here, so I help them with their homework, and then I have Braylee, and she's like 5 kids in one. This girl is something serious. But yeah, man, I just been getting adjusted to it and just been like, well, Patrick, you have absolutely nothing to do. So you can you might as well plan on being home for a while.
Until at least 2021.
At least for the rest of this year. I'm like,
for the rest of this year.
You may not be working for the rest of this year.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? If I decide to say, hey, because I do have my CDLs, so I can go get a truck driving job. Right. If necessary, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my like my brother said, like I was in Cali. I was in California a week ago, not even a week ago. And the job, one morning I was on night shift, so I was coming to the office to turn my paperwork in, and they was having a safety meeting. So I rode up to the safety meeting, and I just heard the end of the conversation. All I heard was, yeah, we have to cut things now, so guys are going to have to start rooming with each other. And if you don't want to room with nobody, you can go home. That's all I heard. So I'm thinking like, and they had just moved me out of the room with somebody. They just gave me my own room. So I'm thinking like, well, he might be talking to the techs, to the guys. I'm like, because most of the CDL drivers, they room by themselves anyways. So I went to the hotel room that morning, and that afternoon I get a call. Hey Patrick, you'll be moving in with such and such. He said, well, make some room for this guy because he'll be moving your room. I said, well, I'm in a 1-bedroom. So he was like, oh, we said, well, y'all gonna be moving to room 326. I said, nah, I won't be. I said, I'm not gonna room with him. Y'all can send me to the house. So he was like, he was pretty cool about, okay, cool. He told me call some lady to get my booking information. I'm thinking like, why would I call her? Like, I didn't call her to get my booking information to come here. Like, y'all just did it. Y'all just booked it and told me when I was coming. So obviously, I don't think they had things in order. Right. They were just expecting everybody to say, "Yes, sir. I'll go."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They wasn't. I can tell they wasn't ready for my response to say, "See me home." Like, see me home, because I was supposed to be there to the end of this year, and that's what I was going to do. I was going to stay there, and I had just paid off my car note with that last check. So this check was going to be the first one that I could just look at. Like, I only have to touch it. And so I've been questioning myself about that. So I'm like, why did this happen at this time?
Right
when I was going to start piling my money up, this out of all the years, right, that I've been misusing my money and just going down this horrible road, and I finally get on this smooth road, and right at the end, right at the point where the money is going to start piling up,
right,
you get a halt and say, hold on, all right, you accomplish your goal, right? You paid the car off, but hey, you're not going to be able to pile your money up like you thought you would. So that's what I've been at home just contemplating, like, okay, what's next?
But you got that car paid off though, man. That's the plus.
Man, listen, I went and cleaned my baby up, and I got a detail. Oh man, she looks beautiful out there. Everybody's like, "What kind of car you have?" I'm like, "Man, I got a 2012 Camry." It was like, "Oh, 2012 Camry." I'm thinking like, "Yeah, what's wrong with that?" Like, man, what? I'm thinking like, "Oh, your car is not even. I'm pretty sure your car is not even paid for, so you can't even. You're not even this excited. Like, I'm so excited about my car." But this happened though, right? So you remember you told me to go look up my car, right?
Yeah.
And the Kelley Blue Book value, right? So with my wife's car. So I looked it up and realized that I was upside down in this car like crazy. So I talked to you. You was like, "Let it go, Pat. Why would you pay like?" Now, and it started sinking in my head like, why would I? If I know exactly what the car is worth and how much I'm paying, why would I give you just gonna give it to him?
Exactly. You're just gonna give money.
You know what this car is worth, and you will never get that money back.
Nope.
So why would you know what I'm saying? You've been having the car a year. Let the car go back. Take that loss or whatever, but you at least drove the car for a year, but let it go back. So I talked to my girlfriend about it, and she agreed, right? So I get home, right, and go get my car washed and all this stuff. And she comes in the room the other night and she says, "I think I want to keep the car."
Okay.
I said, why you want to keep the car? She said, because I want to own something.
Oh gosh. Okay. Gotcha. I see where you're going.
I said, well, okay, what you're saying don't make sense. I said, so we already talked about this. This is what the car is worth. This is how much you owe. I say, well, I can just pay the 13. I said, well, no. You will not be paying 13, right? The 13,000 is only if you pay it in one lump sum.
Correct.
So what you will be doing was paying your car on time. So the 13 goes away. You will now pay 20,000 for this vehicle that's only worth $6,000.
Oh, is that how much it was worth? $6,000? Oh,
it was worth $5,800 to be exact.
Oh my God. Oh.
So I say, listen, what I signed was I got abused so bad and I didn't know. So she's still going back. I say, listen, what we can do is, I say, if you want to pay for the car, if you want to own something, fine. Listen, what we can do is get it out of my name, get it in your name, and you can have at it.
Right.
You can tackle it as long as you want to. That's fine. Right. I say, but you still won't own this car for a very long time. And by the time you get through paying for it, it's probably broke down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if that's what you want to do, so you want back and forth with me about. So I'm like, hey, listen, stop. Like, just stop talking. because what you're saying makes absolutely no sense, right? So that was another argument. Like it was like a, you know what I'm saying?
Did you show it? Did you show her the numbers?
Oh, did I?
Did I?
Listen, as I'm hearing it right now, it's like almost my head is about to explode because what I'm hearing is horrible. Like you're obviously not listening to nothing I'm saying. Like I'm not guessing. I'm not doing none of that. This is what's happening, right? I know. I'll tell you exactly what you're going to pay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you exactly what the car is worth. Right? You can go look it up yourself. But it wasn't the point that if I was wrong or right. It was a whole nother issue.
Right.
It was a whole nother issue, and I don't know if it was because I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
Oh my! And to listen to it, I'm thinking like, oh my God! And I get what you said. Like I refuse to listen to it. I can't.
You can't.
I don't care, and I don't care who it comes from. I really don't.
And remember what I was telling you, bro? I was like, and it's coming from a person that loves her. You know what I'm saying? Just like I love my brother, and he's still been here. That's how powerful it is, though, bro.
It's powerful. I just had this conversation 2 nights ago, and it went on and on and on till I just had to shut up, let the conversation happen, and I literally had to act like a 2-year-old. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it was so frustrating to be like, it was frustrating on all different levels. On so many different levels. It was so frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
Were you able to show her what kind of car she could get with cash for half the price?
No, I didn't get that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that far. I just completely shut down.
Okay, you're gonna have to show her that. You're gonna have to say, hey, babe, like in the next few months, especially like another month or two, you're gonna get any kind of car you want for a quarter of the price with cash.
Yeah, just the money that we was putting on that car note. Just save it now.
Save it now. Exactly.
You know, it doesn't go anywhere. You just save it. You don't have a car note anymore. Boom. But I was paying both car notes.
Right.
I was paying everything. But so when the job stopped, so it's like, bam, like why did that have to happen at this time? But there's no need to question it. It happened.
It happened.
Now you're here. Now you're in this moment right now where it's either you're gonna have to go back to work, just to, you know what I'm saying, because the whole situation that I'm in right now is just like, okay, what to do next?
You know what it is, bro? It's like it wants you to enjoy this peace right now. Enjoy that. You can get up when you want. You can go take a walk when you want. Enjoy your kids when you want. Now,
I think it's like that's what I just need to shut down for a moment,
right?
Because my mind is always going; it never stops. It seems like my mind never stops. I'm always thinking. I'm always like my mind, and I am not enjoying like I should.
My nature walks, like when I go walk at the park, that shuts stuff off. Right, I turn my phone off. I don't even want to hear a ding, because if you notice any kind of ding that come from your phone, your attention is right over to it. Boom.
Yeah.
I turn my phone off. I don't want to hear no ding sound, nothing.
Today I'm a barbecue for the family. I'm about to get up, barbecue for the family, and just relax. Really, just relax and enjoy my kids a lot more. Give them 100% of my attention.
Right.
Go play some basketball. Completely. iPads, cell phones. If you don't show up to where I'm at, you won't know where I'm at.
Right.
That's what's about to happen. I'm just about to completely get out this bed, and I was just laying here waiting on your show to come on.
How did I meant to ask you too? How with your friends coming over last night? You got no finance stuff came up?
A little finance things coming up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear things, dude's like, man, as soon as I get my stimulus check, it's gone. I'm finna what did he say? He was finna paint his motorcycle.
Paint his motorcycle. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. With the stimulus check.
with the stimulus check, and I was gonna say, how much are notes? I was about to ask him that, but I didn't.
You better not. Domino game would have been over. That'd have been done.
No, he would have told me freely, because you know what I'm saying. He would have told me freely, like how much. He probably said, man, it's nothing. Cause,
oh yeah, that's right. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah,
because we was all sitting around the table, like, man, listen, now people think because we make money, you know what I'm saying. They think we just got it like this. You know what I'm saying. We all working with finance right here, and we making that money. I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, we really not. We're really not making money.
No, you can't say that though.
I did say it. I said, man, we're really not. Yeah, I said we're really not making. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We making okay money, but like, what do we have to show for it? Like,
right.
Like we can sit here and talk all day about what we got and all this, but you know what I'm saying? I am going to go buy me a gun tomorrow.
For sure,
man. Because the gun conversation came up.
Yeah.
And well, let me tell you, man, these guys went to the car and guns started popping out everywhere. I'm like, whoa, whoa, shit. I'm thinking like, I don't even have one gun.
Yeah, you got. Hey, bro, I was like you. I was really against guns. I didn't want. Hey, you better get it one.
I'm getting like. It's not that I'm against guns. I just never dealt with them.
Correct.
I never dealt with them. I don't have any problem with them, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't have an urge to just have a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Me neither. I never have, but I got one. I got
I got two. So these guys start coming out, and one guy, oh man, he can break that bad boy all the way down in front of my face
and put it back together.
Started. I was like, I said, I am so behind. Like he was like, man. So I'm gonna call him tomorrow, and we gonna head to the store, man, and grab me a gun, go out to my mom's, shoot it out there a little bit because she lives in the country, so you can shoot all day if you want to.
Wow, that's cool, man. That is cool right there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just gotta sit down and relax, man, and just
you gotta get used to it. But it takes a minute because when I first quit, your mind still runs, right? What about job, work, blah blah? It just never stops. And like I said, that's a process. So what you're going through right now is normal. Okay, it'll calm down because you're not used to that. Oh man, I'm laying here on the bed all day. I feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm lazy. Get over all that. That's all part of the process.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely a process that I have to get adjusted to, and like I said, I'm like I said that yesterday. I'm like, man, I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Well, Pat, find something. It's a plenty of things to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have plenty of things to do. Mow the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mow the. You know what I'm saying? The grass need mowed. Mow it. Rake the yard.
Yep.
You have to. I have to get out of this lazy state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it is.
It's not even you. Take the word lazy out of it, bro, because you're in a different state. You're in a different place now. It's new. This is new to you, right? So, because I first went through that, I thought I was lazy because I was just sleeping in and stuff like that. Because I didn't have to work. That's just all part of the phase. Once you get out of it, you'll say, okay, cool. Let me just do some things around the house and just whatever. Pick one thing that you know you needed to do that you've been putting off. Even if it's just that one thing you did, at the end of the day, you'll feel like you accomplished something that you.
Yeah. And I like getting things accomplished. I feel. So you always feel better when you accomplish things.
I did that today. Before this thing today, I tackled this area that I had to clean up in the place that I've been putting off.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, got it done before this live cast, and boom! Now I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, that's clean. That look good. You know.
Yeah. And that's how the first thing I tackled was that car. I was like, man. Ronnie came and picked me up in my car from the airport, and it was filthy. Of course, I said, baby, you would never look like this again. Man, I went and paid this guy. Oh, that's my baby. I went and paid this guy $45. Man, he took my seats out.
Oh, damn!
He took my seats out, and oh my God, cleaned them the floor. Oh, he cleaned it for $45. I was amazed.
Wow.
At what he turned my car into. And maybe it was a little jealousy from Grundy. He's like, oh, he went and got his car.
I want to own something. I want to own something.
It don't matter how dumb it sounds. I want to own it. I'm like, well, come on, babe. Like, come on. I know you're not gonna go here with me. Like,
I know, right?
What? Like, come on. That doesn't even make sense. Come on, you have to agree with me. It doesn't make sense. But she was trying to hold on to that battle for a while. I'm thinking, like, well, if you really want to hold on to this battle, you can tackle it. You can tackle it for the next 5 years if you want to.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You better not do that. You better not do that.
She's not. She was just picking a fight with me for some reason. Maybe I need to, like I said, need to give everybody attention. I have been gone 2 months, and I have to, and I gotta disconnect for a little bit.
Right.
Like I gotta unplug, like you say, unplug. Yeah. I gotta unplug, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to listen to you. I have to listen to you faithfully. I have to.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I swear it keeps me sane. It keeps me like in a good place.
It's like now I finally got my woman doing her own thing. Now she's not on me so much now. She got her own thing now. Right.
That's good. Yeah.
Now it's moving the way she wants it to move. Now that's what it is. It makes her feel, it's gonna make her feel good when she has her own thing. That's what it is.
Oh, but she does have her own thing. So maybe I need to ramp it up a little bit more with her cup. I can help her out on her making the cups and shirts. Mm-hmm. and get that going again. You know what I'm saying? So
sometimes where take off all those people start getting on her, for orders or whatever it's going to happen from it. Then she'll get off of you
because her job is she has an essential job. So she has to go to work.
It's essential. Okay, essential.
She works in HR. So
gotcha.
So So I gotta just really disconnect, really.
Yeah, this time's about you, man. Just you've been working 40-hour work weeks, and you've been working overtime. Were you working overtime at that job in California?
No, this last week was the only week I worked overtime because I worked 40, but they paid me for 60.
Gotcha.
So I had a guarantee it's a guaranteed 60-hour week no matter what. But this last week when they put me on night shift, I was working. I actually worked 68 hours.
Wow. In 1 week?
Man, it's normally 84s.
In 1 week?
Yeah. It's 12-hour days. 7 days a week.
My God. Oh man. No, sir. That's like prison to me.
12-hour days, 84 hours a week. And the money was so good. It's just like for what I was doing, I couldn't believe it. Like for me staying there 12 hours, I was hoping we was gonna work 84 hours up in California, but we wasn't. Because it's just most of the time it's just you there and you watching Netflix all day. You know what I'm saying? You get paid for it, thinking like, what? Oh man, getting out of debt is gonna be a breeze.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it and you getting out of debt, cool. But if you taking that money and buying Jordans, man, you're just wasting your time. You just wasting.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, that's a nightmare. Like, man, you woke me up from a really long nightmare.
Bro, I'm so happy on this side, man. I am so happy over here, man.
Oh man, and it goes up from here. So I'm gonna disconnect probably for this next week. This whole week, I'm just gonna all about my family, my kids, just reading, give me a couple books, and just say, Pat, we're gonna change everything around.
Yeah,
we're gonna totally disconnect from if I'm not watching you, I'm not watching nothing. Period.
Oh man, I'm like I said, I'm happy, bro. I'm so happy over here, man.
Yeah. So I'm about to get up now and go clean the barbecue pit and just have a good day with the family, man.
All right, man. Enjoy your day, man.
All right, bro. Love you.
Love you too. Later.
All
right, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this today. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump off this one, and then I'm gonna jump back on a regular live on YouTube just to see if this particular area in the settings of this video will be there. Okay, so enjoy you guys Sunday. I appreciate you all for participating. Thank you very much. And until next time, Talk to you later, SMD family, and get on the Discord server if you're new to the channel. Discord server address is in the details of the video. All right, have a good day.